What's up, everyone? Welcome to another box case opening stream here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm Dan with Main Deck, as usual. I don't think I usually introduce myself in the streams. I just kind of assume you guys know who I am. But welcome. Welcome, everyone. Adam, Cole, Wednesday, welcome. Robert with some crazy case luck here. That is insane. I hope we get anywhere close to that lucky. I just want a single showcase tonight. That's all I'm looking for. Kanto, yes, this is Storage Wars. There's so much card product around me. It's insane. Absolutely crazy. Eric, one last live opening before the best one. Actually, we might have another live opening or two potentially before that, before the altered one, which I am extremely excited for too. So, but thank you for joining me today, Eric. Appreciate it. Always appreciate your witticisms in these other card games as well. So, all right, everyone, you're here for one thing in particular, I'm sure. We're going to start cracking open these cases. You'll see I have some cards out here already. These are just the cards I opened in the content creator kit that was sent to me by FFG. I didn't want to have to sort it all later, so I started by pre-sorting our piles with the stuff that FFG already sent me. So, got the Crate Dragon and Finalizer in our content creator kit, which is really sick. We got a Hyperfoil modded cohort. So I was really pumped about the Crate Dragon. That was really, really cool. But nothing like crazy other than that. Obviously, that's always great. Hand mode, Dan. I'm down in the corner too, right? As usual, guys, let me know if the music is too loud or anything like that, or if anything feels off. I'm absolutely willing and able to fix it. So just let me know, but sometimes it's hard for me to know unless you let me know, so appreciate that. While I'm getting the boxes out here, I would love to hear from you guys. We've already seen a couple people in chat talking about it, but let me know what hits you guys have already gotten in Shadows of the Galaxy. I want to hear the fire. I want to hear the showcases, the hyperfoils. Let me know what Shadows of the Galaxy has given to you so far. Kind of get some some good vibes going in the stream as we start cracking things open here. I would love to hear from you. So here's our first box. I think I usually do this, but here's case number one. All right, case number two is underneath it. We're going to be doing two cases today, which is 12 boxes total. So we got a lot to go through. We will not be looking at the commons and uncommons too much, but perhaps you're alluding to AOT. Oh, well, hang on a second. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do an AOT opening too. Yeah, it should be probably do a case of AOT. I think we'll open here, and we're going to hope to get lucky with one of those beautiful signature cards that they've got. Very, very cool looking signatures in AOT for universes. So I'm really, really pumped for that too. I've got so many videos planned that I just haven't had time to create. So I do have one about AOT that I plan to put out here pretty soon, hopefully. One for Altered that I've had planned for a while. Several for Grand Archive that are ready to go. A Star Wars one that is scripted. So I got a lot of stuff. I just need to get the time to make them. But, this obviously had to happen because I've got locals tomorrow. And I have to be cracking open some Shadows of the Galaxy so I can play my Shadows of the Galaxy at locals. All right, so let's dig right in here. We're going to start with the very first booster pack. Now, Shadows has been interesting from opening. There have been a few things I've noted. Some people have noted some, a lot of showcases are coming out damaged. Very, very frustrating, unfortunate, because FFG has no replacement policy for showcases, or anything, really. Yes, out. Yes, Altered. Yeah. I'm really pumped. I just got our Altered pre-orders placed on the store website. So we'll have, we've got that available, which is really exciting. We just got our Roadshow locked in too, finally. So really, really looking forward to Altered. I'm starting to feel the hype, but we get the hype for Shadows right now. So we're going to start very first pack with Han Solo. Worth the risk. Hopefully these cases were worth the risk today. Maybe that's what it's telling us. So we got commons. Actually, I don't even have a pile for commons and uncommons. I just threw those over there. I guess I'll make a new pile for commons and uncommons here. So we're just going to get through here to our Hyper. We got a Hyper Wanted Insurgents. That's going to go here. We've got some uncommons. Chrysanthemum, Mercenary Gunship. All right. Uncommons can go there. We have a Mystic Reflection, which is a card I didn't even know existed until someone played it on me in the pre-release. I was like, holy cow. This card's cool. Kanto, yes, Roadshow and Fargo at J-Dub Sports Cards and Gaming. Come on down. It'll be August 9th. August 9th, Friday, August 9th, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it is going to be run by me, actually. So Cascade Games was able to give me the job running it so it could get hosted at our locals. So I'm really, really pumped about that. Huge shout out to Cascade Games and to Equinox for kind of helping get that arranged. Really excited about that. Pack number 2. Had to get my garbage bag situation figured out here. All right, pack number 2. I didn't even look at this. It would have been really funny if I was like holding a showcase and I didn't even see it. Fennec Shand. All right, get our commons here. Also, if anyone has any sweet pre-release stories, I would love to hear about how the pre-release went for you all. I certainly have something I could talk about. Principled Outlaw as our foil there. Yeah, Kanto, I hope to see you there. Come on down to the Roadshow. You're going to get a promo and everything for attending. So at the Shadows of the Galaxy pre-release, I ran 2 events for us on Saturday, and then we kicked one final event off last night. I played in both of the events on Saturday, noon and 4. We just did 3 rounds. We just kind of, got people through, had some fun. First event, I went 2-1. Second event, I went 3-0. And I only went 3-0. I couldn't figure my pool out. I only went 3-0 because local Gib Sheets, shout out to Gib, who's been a long time local guy I've known for a very long time, came over and started looking at my pool, and I said, I think I'm going to do this. I can't figure it out. He said, you should play your red. And I looked at my red stuff, and we talked about it a little bit. I'm like, you're right, Gib. I'm being stupid. I played green-red Gideon and 3-0'd it. So shout out to Gib. That was really sick. He helped me out. I love that about pre-releases. I love getting to just chat with people, figure things out. We got Legal Authority as our rare here, and foil Night Owl Skirmisher. We had a ton of fun though. At the first event, there was a Showcase Han opened, as well as a Hyperfoil Crate Dragon. Nuts. Crazy. Hello from the lake. Hello, Grimlocked. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I hope the lake is treating you well. This pack is a Boba Fett pack. We got Lurking TIE Phantom, the card that is confusing everybody with its rules. You can kill this with combat damage, and you can kill this with -X effects like make an opening. Just so you guys know. That is legal. Stolen Landspeeder, Gibbs' least favorite card, by the way. Ooh, nice! This is an exciting hyperfoil for me. I love Spark of Hope. I think this card is really, really good. This looks so sweet. Wow, cool hyperfoil hit. Nice early hit. Very excited about that. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, I don't know how do your guys' pre-releases go, or like I said earlier, any cool hits you want to talk about? I'd love to hear from y'all about exactly what's going on in your current Star Wars Shadows of the Galaxy life. We got some Arm to the Teeth Forlom. We got Commission. Do I even know this card? Search the top 10 cards of the deck for a bounty hunter, item, or transport, reveal it, draw it, smuggle 3. Kind of cool, actually. That's pretty expensive, though. Sonara San and a rare Casca Reeves. I found that I have not loved playing cards that are just simply drawing at like 3 or 4 cost. Even is just doesn't feel very good. Feels like in this game, aggression is so powerful. Not the aspect, just the attacker is so advantaged that it feels really tough to give a turn up to draw cards. I don't know how you guys feel about that. But like I tried playing, oh, what's it called? Wow, what a hyper. Did I put this in the wrong? I put these in the wrong place. I tried playing I can't remember the name of it. There's a green card that is like draw 3 units from the top 10 cards of your deck or something. It seems insane. I tried playing it and my hand was huge, but I felt like it put me so behind just playing the game when I did that. It was kind of rough. I don't know if you guys have had different experiences with that card. My initial take, foil Effin Mon, got a foil rare. My initial take is I'm not sold on it. Unless you can be really assured that you can kind of handle the board. So it's like one of those cards that like feels like, okay, like really, 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 really late in the game, it's probably really good. You know, when you get to like you're in a control match and you're just trying to grind out resources, You're just trying to have more than your opponent. Hyper followers, nice. It's good then, but playing it early feels so rough unless you're in like a very particular matchup, I think. Xanadu Blood. Had a lot of fun playing against this in the pre-release. Found out that you can carbon freeze vehicles, which is interesting. Good to know. That is how I didn't die to this. I played off-symbol carbon freezing in that green-red Moth deck. And it was so clutch every time. It was so good. People, don't be afraid to off-symbol in Limited. Holy cow. It can be so clutch to off-symbol, like particular removal. Especially in Sealed. More so than Draft, probably. In Sealed, off-symboling is like... That's how you live. That's how you don't lose the game, I think. You gotta be not afraid to off-symbol cards. We got Imprisoned at a rare. And we got a foil outflank. Yeah, Randall, you opened Hyperfoil Effin Mon. That's so insane. I think Effin Mon got played against me one time at the pre-release. And he was just stats. He was just stats. Put him out there. And then he died. I think he might have actually been timely interventioned in just for stats, just to attack something. So we got a Hyper Jabba the Hutt. That's pretty cool. You know, I wouldn't mind a showcase Jabba, actually. I kind of dig Jabba. I didn't think I would right away, but I kind of like this guy, actually. I think he's pretty sweet. So yeah, Hyper Rare. It's a rare leader, so he's going to go in the rare slot. Okay. Yeah, Hyperfoil Effin Mon. I mean, that's a hell of a hit. That's what we're talking about here. Evidence of the Crime. Foil Wild Rancor. I'm not going to lie, too. Speaking of Rancor, the reason that green-red deck I did so well was it ran 2 copies of Jabba's Rancor. I opened 2 copies of Jabba's Rancor, and that is a bomb in Limited. Wow, that card is good for an uncommon. I can't even believe it. We got a Hyper Ray, which is nice. Ray is insane. Whoa, Ray is so good. Jeez. Here it is, Remnant Reserves. I played this because the value is insane on it, but it just didn't. It felt like it put me so far behind to play it every time. Like, I like this. I like this as the way, because 2 cost is a much more doable thing. Playing this turn 1 feels great. Playing this turn 3 feels rough to me. That might just be my take. It might be totally wrong, but that's my initial take on things. That's how I feel. Palpatine's Return, card I'm excited about. Eric, not playing, but one of the biggest Unlimited stores in Montreal still hasn't received products. That is ridiculous. That's crazy, especially weird because the distributors were shipping out super early. Not Southern in the U.S. Asmodee, which I guess I don't know how distribution works in Canada necessarily, but I assume Asmodee might be able to direct ship to Canada too, but Asmodee shipped crazy early. People in the U.S. had their product over a week in advance, 2 weeks, like actually over 2 weeks in advance for some places, I believe. Just to make sure there weren't issues with things like kind of firing off. So it's crazy that you don't have your product in Montreal. In Montreal too, it's not like it's like a podunk Canadian town, you know? It's like, what the heck? What is going on here? Distribution, got to get that figured out. Bounty posting, we got a Hyperfoil in here. Given to your anger rare, and okay, all right, nice. This isn't. I don't think this card's crazy. I think this is a good card in Twin Suns. I think it's a totally obnoxious card in Twin Suns you can play, and I just think this looks really cool. Hyperfoil, no bargain. Our second Hyperfoil from the box. Very nice. Yeah, Randall, thank you. I agree, exactly. Late in the game. Remnant Reserves, I can see it. Early mid-game feels so rough. Missed out. What is my favorite bad card? My favorite bad card? Ooh, I don't like bad cards. No, there's got to be some that I just think are really fun. Okay, my take is different than a lot of people. I don't like upgrades very much. And I think a lot of upgrades are kind of traps. I only like them if they have good on-play effects immediately. Like, I think Luke's Lightsaber is decent. But I think cards like Fallen Lightsaber are not very good. But they're really, really fun when they work. Like, really fun. So maybe that's my answer. But if I see something else in here in like shadows that catches my eye, I will definitely mention it. We got a Hyper Weequay Pirate Gang, Smuggler's Aid. Here's another take I have about Limited. I thought Smuggle would be a much bigger thing than it was in Limited. Jason and I on the podcast had been talking up Smuggle and Limited, and it came up, but it wasn't defining a lot of the time. It was a smoothing mechanic. It just didn't, like, on its own gain you that much, it felt like. I felt like all of the mechanics actually had a lesser impact than they might have felt like they would in Limited, which is probably good, honestly, like probably a good thing. Don't want the game to like completely shift, you know, but I think when they're built into a deck as like a core part of the deck, I think they'll have more of an identity than Guild Target. We got a Migs Mayfield, great one drop in Kylo decks. Very excited about some Migs action here. Get our Bill Burr and a foil Ketsuonyo. Yeah, like the thing about like stuff like Fallen Lightsabers, people do like to play it. I just don't think it's great. I have lost too many games to like playing a Jedi lightsaber and getting traitorist, which was like one game. That was too many. I was like never doing that again. But I guess, you know, maybe there's a leader like, oh, Hera. Okay, let's do Hera. I love Hera Leader. I love Hera Leader. She is objectively not very good, but she's better than people think she is, if that makes sense. She's not terrible. She's not good, but you can win with that deck. It's really fun. So I'm a huge Hera Leader stan. I have a Hera Showcase. I bought a Hera Showcase. I wanted the Hera Showcase, so I got it. I'm super, super happy that I have it. I'm going to be playing Hera again with Spark of Hope. I think Hera isn't as focused on getting Spectre cards as people believe she is to be playable. I talked about this in the video. If you already watched that video, you've probably heard a lot of this, but Hera's big advantage is that she gets to play Spark of Rebellion and then not play yellow. So she can play two other things and still have Spark of Rebellion. That is what her ability says. Like, there's a couple other minor things that she gains from it, but that is like the core gain from her ability, in my opinion. And I think that's valuable because that changes how a lot of your games play out. Having Spark. There's our first legendary. Finally, we got over halfway through the box, I think, without a legendary. We got Kylo Ren, which is a very exciting legendary. Very pumped to get that. And then a Hyperfoil modded cohort to match the one I got from the content creator kit. So we got 2 Hyperfoil modded cohorts, which means we have to play some Hero Boba, I think. Because that card's very, very sick in Hero Boba. But legendary Kylo Ren, I really, really love the Kylo Ren and Rey legendaries. I'm not positive yet how playable they'll be, but I really, really like them. I'm a huge fan. I think they're really fun. They read really fun. They do fun things when they stick and play. I love that they both can be ECL'd. I think that's the thing that's the saving grace for them, is getting to use ECL with them. But it's tricky because you can't play a Rey and Kylo in a deck effectively with ECL also, because you have to play red-blue to play both of them with a leader, with one of them as a leader. But still, they're very fun. First Light rare. That's our first light. And a not Hyperspace foil, but just a foil. No bargain this time. You Stout, what... I gave you a few answers. I would love to hear from you. Like, what do you think? What is your favorite bad card? Tatiana, thank you. I'm pumped about Kylo. Kylo's definitely one that I would love to make. Yeah, I want to make sure I have a playset of. We have a backwards base to match to go with our fin there. I want to just make sure I have a playset of Kylo because I'm a huge Kylo fan in general. So there's a finalizer. Oh, Hyper finalizer. Okay, nice. Hyper finalizer is a nice hit. Cool. My number one Grail hit today, if I could choose the thing I got, it would be Showcase Kylo Ren. I love Kylo Ren as a character. Boy, is this true? He might be my favorite Star Wars character. Other than Babu Frick. Babu Frick. Maybe Kylo Ren. It might be Kylo Ren. And I think the showcase looks absolutely absurdly good. It's unfair how good that thing looks. So, and the deck itself I think is really cool. The ways you can build the deck are really interesting. I think the leader is awesome. I'm just a massive fan. Mark. Oh, yo, welcome. Hey, Mark. Mark, welcome to the channel. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for saying hi. Really appreciate that. Really cool to have you here. Just got in about 3 boxes and pulled the showcase you wanted. Which showcase did you get, Mark? Which showcase? You left us hanging. I would love to hear what showcase you got. Ooh, we got a Kylo Ren right here, too. That is so insane. So lucky. Unbelievable. And welcome to the game. What a way to welcome you to the game. We love to hear that. Desperado Freighter. We got Tech, our spoiler card from the set, which is really exciting. I love Tech too. I got to play Tech in my deck in pre-release, but I never played him once, unfortunately. Jabba, nice. Yeah, Jabba's on my list, actually. Jabba moved up on my list pretty fast. I kind of dig him. He's pretty cool. Pretty big fan. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. Very cool to hear. If we don't hit a showcase, we're opening 2 cases. If we don't hit a showcase, what I always tell people, because I truly believe this, is that just meant there were more showcases for like our locals, because I only buy from our LGS. More showcases that our locals got, which is exciting for them. More showcases for you guys out there. Like, that's good. I'm really happy. I'm not going anywhere, but I want to make sure you guys, like Mark, have a really, really awesome jump into the game and get to get everything you want, and you get to have fun. Underworld Thug is your favorite? Oh my goodness. That's funny. Yo, Always Sunny and NJ, you just pulled a Jabba showcase also, sorry, I misread that. Boba showcase. Boba showcase. That's so sick. Boba was who I played pre-release 1, and I really dug him. He seemed really sweet, actually. He was really fun to play. I got to do cool things like play a unit with an ability to give +1 to my Sentinel to make my Sentinel deadlier to attack into. Like, there are these little things that aren't just built around like playing something with ambush and giving it bigger, which is good to do, obviously, but like there's more that deck can do, and I think Boba Leader is a little underrated also. We have 3 packs left in this box. We've only hit 1 raw legendary so far, so we might have that rare 1 legendary, 2 legendary box. If we still have to see 1 legendary for that to happen, though. We got a Hondo and a Hyper Blue base, and this is a Super Hyper pack. Holy cow! And a Hyper Super Commando squad. All right, here are our uncommons. Here's our okay. All right then. Got a double finalizer. Whoa, wait a second. There's a foil Mando in my hand. Hang on here. This pack changed the whole box. This pack changed the entire box. It all turned around right here. We got a foil Mando. We got a finalizer. To go with our hyper finalizer and our Kylo. All right, nice pack. Nice pack. We're back, baby. Very cool. Very cool. All right, second to last pack in box 1. What are we doing here? Spice Mines. There's so many hypers in that pack, too. Wow, that pack was kind of stacked. That was a pretty wild pack. We got we got Evacuate, too. Nice. And a foil, a new adventure. All right. Box came back. 5 Leggies. Let's go. We cannot complain about that. We can't complain at all. We got a Fennec. Last pack of the box is going to give us, no hypers in here because we used them all up in those last 2 packs. Too many hypers there. We got a Kragan Gore and a foil Look the Other Way to close the box out there, though. There we go. Box number 1. Starting off pretty fresh, honestly, with 5 legendaries, foil Mando, Kylo, a hyper finalizer. Nice stuff. Decent box. All right, y'all, we got a lot more to go through here. I'd love to hear about your showcases here, though. Do we have other people in the chat that just don't have showcase luck like me last time? Sound off if you haven't opened a showcase, too. I would be the one chatting if if that were me, because I have 3 showcases from set 1, but I bought one and traded for the others. I have not had the fortune of opening a showcase yet, and I know people have opened multiple, so I'm only like a little bit jealous, but I'm hoping that Shadows of the Galaxy is going to bring it back for me. Pulled Maul Hyperspace, Mark. Nice. Maul is so good. Yo, can we talk, by the way, about the promos, the convention promo set and the Darth Maul and the Asajj Ventress they revealed? Those are so wild. I am so stoked. If you're going to Gen Con, by the way, I'll be down there. I'd love to meet with you guys. I'll be at a few different events, and I will be in line at FFG Thursday morning to pick up the convention exclusive thing. So I'd love to see you guys. If you're going down, let me know. Craig and Gore, foil Public Enemy. We haven't gotten a Maul yet, by the way. We're definitely going to need to see some Mauls. We got 2 cases. I don't feel bad about our rare odds. I think we're going to get plenty of rares. I think rares won't be an issue here, but we got Hyper Boba. Nice. Hyper Boba's cool. All right. We got Salacious Crumb in our uncommons. We got a Hyperfoil here. Oh, Crate Dragon. Let's go. Box is off to a 6 start. With a Crate Dragon and a Hyperfoil, Follower of the Way. That's a good pack. That is a great pack. I'm pumped about that pack. Wow, let's go. Eric. Yes, I am going to Singapore as well later this year for Ascent Houston for Grand Archive. I will be in Singapore. Ascent Houston. Ascent Singapore. Why did I say, I'm so used to saying that from last year. Ascent Singapore. I'm obviously going to Singapore for Ascent Singapore. Adam, no, you cannot play the set 3 cards until set 3 releases. However, if you want to slip them into a Twin Suns deck, I'm not going to be mad if you play with me with them. I will allow it in our local Twin Suns game, 100%, and I expect the same from you. Can't go to any events, but you won your pre-release, and they gave you the event-exclusive Grogu. That's awesome. Congrats always, Sonny. That's sick. I don't know where our event-exclusive Grogu is. We should have gotten one, and I didn't see it anywhere, so I'll have to look for that and make sure one of our locals gets it. So I got to figure that out, actually. Thank you for reminding me of that. We got a Hyper Enticing Reward. We got a Bazine Natal. And we got a foil Craig and Gore. Brandon, you have yet to pull a showcase. Welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome. I'm here with you. Yeah, it's that has been something I've been hoping to get at some point. Kristen, copycat, only I can have Hyperfoil Dragons. I don't have Hyperfoil Dragons. Don't worry. I don't think I'm going to get a Hyperfoil Dragon. You can be the sole Hyperfoil Dragon owner. I'm fine with that. I just want regular dragons. I'm fine with regular dragons. But I got to get some dragons cuz we're going to be playing dragons. Yeah, Adam, you are totally in local groups. If you ask your partners, I know Adam locally, but if you ask the people you're playing with, I'm sure many players playing Twin Suns would be absolutely fine with you playing the new Darth Maul or Asajj Ventress in your Twin Suns deck. I think that is I don't see why that would be a huge issue. It seems really fun, and that's the point of the format. So, yeah, I might actually just build a deck specifically to slot them in, because that sounds really fun. Another super hyper pack, not hyper. Well, actually, there's a Hyperfoil in here too. This pack had Hyper Ray, Hyper Vigilant Pursuit Craft, Hyper Crosshair, Supreme Leader Snoke, and a Hyperfoil Protector of the Throne. Some of these packs just get stacked, and that's something I really enjoy about opening these. It makes this really fun. First Snoke. That's great. Oh, Cole, you got a Hyperfoil Dragon too. Yeah, nice. That's right. Congratulations. All right, that's 2 Hyperfoils that I know of then, of Crate Dragon. All right. We got, so no hyper commons in here at all. They all get used up in the last pack. Ketsu, Enfys, Hyper Queel, Chewbacca rare, and a foil Housecast Soldier. All right. So already 2 of our legendaries knocked out this box, where the last box was being very reluctant to give them to us until very late. But this box is feeling pretty good so far. Like, you can't feel bad when you open a Crate Dragon in general, but then following up with Snoke, like, yeah, nice, let's go. Wrecker. Good to see Wreckers. Definitely want to make sure we get set a Wrecker. Wrecker's very good. Wrecker is a huge body that blows stuff up. Uses resources when there's a lot of red decks that don't need a lot of resources at that stage in the game. So, pretty sweet. Pretty big fan. Desperate Attack. Hyper. Underworld Thug. Yo. Favorite card of Stout. There's our Thug. Boba Fett's armor. And a foil McClunky. Brandon did pull a Hyperfoil Legendary and a Legendary in the same booster. You love to see it. Those boosters feel so good. Congratulations. We got a Hunter. Hunter and a Navarro City Hyper. All right, we got new adventure. We're going on a new adventure here with our General Riken. I know I said Colonel. I know he's a general. Foil Brutal Traditions. Kind of an interesting card. I'm very curious to play with that card a little bit. Again, it might be like not really worth the value, but at the same time, I don't know. It seems kind of sweet. Could be kind of cool. Hyper Javas. Okay, this pack. Loose on the Hypers. We got Spare the Target, Privateer Crew, Toro Calican, the Chaos of War Rare, and a Foil Timely Intervention. Nice. Timely is really good. Very fan of Timely. The Thug best reprint. I mean, that Underworld tag means a lot more now. Gonna power up those limited Cad Bane decks for sure. Make Cad Bane do some work in limited. He's already really good, actually, but that's partially because Underworld is pretty... It's not too hard, I found. At least in my experience, it wasn't too hard to open up a pool with plenty of Underworld characters. Mark, Jabba is your favorite character in Star Wars. Yeah, I'm sure you lost your mind when you opened up Showcase Jabba. And that is insane. That is so... I mean, I love here. That's what I love about TCGs. It's that kind of stuff. I love those stories. That's so awesome. I will... If I get Showcase Kylo, I will also lose my mind. Just so you guys know, in advance, if there's a Showcase Kylo tonight, the mind will be lost. We do... Actually, how are we doing? No, we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good on time. I just have to keep an eye on my time. I'm trying to go for about 3 hours for 2 cases. So I think we're doing okay on time. Something that was really funny the last time I did this, we were trying to do 3 cases in like 4 hours then, which was really fast. And if some of you were in chat, I know some of you were calling it out last time. There were so many hyper non-foils that I just chucked into the common and uncommon piles. I didn't see them because I was zipping through. So I'm doing my best to try and hit them all this time. Clone Deserter. Ooh, got a Hyperfoil pack. Hyperfoil, let's go. Jabba's Rancor. My friend, this card was so good in Limited. It was obscene. It was hard to lose the game when this thing dropped. It was really, really strong. Ooh, cool Hyperfoil. We got Val, and then we have a Hyperfoil of the new old Millennium Falcon, the solo timeline Millennium Falcon Hyperfoil. What a cool Hyperfoil. Nice. Very sick. So Mark, I assume you're building a Jabba deck. Do you have aspects in mind yet for your Jabba deck with your beautiful showcase? Green yellow, green red, green blue. I don't know. I haven't looked at Jabba close enough yet really to know what the decks are going to look like. So I'm pretty curious. Ruthlessness rare and a foil chrysanthemum. Honestly, after we're done opening, I have to get a deck list together for tomorrow. I'm not even totally sure what I'm playing. I have a Kylo list. I feel like I need to refine it more. I think it went in too many directions. So I'm not confident about that. I also have a I have a Ray list that I think is pretty cool. I could play that one too. And we got Endless Legions as our third legendary in the box. I could also throw together like a Cad Bane Underworld thing. I think, you know, I kind of want to play Maul to his best ability, and that's where that happens. I feel like. I don't know. I'm just not sure what I'm building yet. Yeah, the Hyperfoil Falcon is really sick. It looks really cool. Spaceships, man. Spaceships, Hyperfoil. They're always chef's kiss. Beautiful. Enterprising Lackeys. And foil Super Commandos. Super Commando Squad is pretty insane, actually. That card is kind of nutty. Hyper Lando. What's up, Lando? Oh, he's a rare, so he's going over here. Hyper Lando kicking the pack off. And we have a Dr. Evazan wanted on 12 systems. And a foil wrecker. Nice. Cool. Very nice. Green, yellow. Okay, okay. Friend gave you the 4-drop job from first set. Oh, good, good, good. And getting 3 job as Rancor. Awesome. That deck's going to be so much fun. That deck's going to be a ton of fun to play. Rancor is so good, too. Rancor is sick. I think there might be something juicy in this pack, everyone. I think we might have something juicy here. I only got the faintest glimpse of the last card, but we're going to do this one card at a time here. We're going to do this one card at a time because I feel like there's something nice in the back of here. I feel like it's pretty cool. Okay, top target. Bo-Katan. Yo! Okay, we have a Hyper Kylo Ren. Look. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. Oh, please. Please tell me this is a sign of something to come later. Wow. Hyper Kylo looks so good. Wow, look at that. What a lovely, lovely Hyper. Beautiful. Rare is Sugi. And a Hyperfoil Crosshair to top it off. That was the glimpse of something I saw. Okay, what I saw was these two, right? And my brain thought, there is a chance that that is Hyperfoil Kylo Ren because I'm a card game degenerate, and by the faintest glimpse of the edge, I could tell what card it was. So I thought it might have been a Hyperfoil Kylo Ren, which would have been extremely sick. This is still really sick, though. Very excited about that. Get that Hyper Kylo in my face. Love it. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'm very pumped. Very, very cool. This box is looking fire, by the way. Wow, this box is good. This is hopefully not the best box all night, but it could be. It could end up being the best box all night. And that wouldn't be the worst either. Hyper Chrysanthemum, Heroic Resolve, and a foil Hunting Nexu. We still have 4 packs left here. We're not likely to get any more regular legendaries. It's possible, but we're not likely to get them. But we still could get some cool stuff in the hyper or foil slots. Vambrace Grapple Shot. We got another hyper foil in here. Okay. All right. Lady Proxima, Coruscant Dissident, Crosshair. What's our rare? Inspiring Mentor. And our hyper foil. Hyperfoil Weequay Pirate Gay. It's not too exciting. But, you know, he's got Ambush. He's got Smuggle. He's got some abilities. He's there to do stuff. He'll do a few things. All right, Fennec Shand. Kicking this pack off. Hyper Spice Mines. Hyper McClunky. Nice. All right, we got Let the Wookiee Win and a foil rare Bazine Natal. 2 packs left in this box. We got a Boba Fett. We got a Hyper Pike. Hyper Pike Sentinel. Wild Rancor and foil Wookiee Warrior here. I think I might have thrown a foil Wild Rancor in the common uncommon foils because I thought that card was not a rare. I didn't know that card was a rare, actually. It It's really wild that Jabba's Rancor is an uncommon and Wild Rancor is a rare because Jabba's Rancor feels so much better. Jabba. What's up, Jabba? Okay. Last pack, we are going to be opening up a Lompike and a Foil the Armor. Nothing too exciting there. Just closing out. Closing out. It was a good box already. We didn't need anything more than Crate Dragon, Hyper Kylo, and Supreme Leader Snoke, and then an Endless Legions too. I don't think this card's great. I think these cards are all great though. So that's awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, good box. Good box. We're going to open up one more box here. Then I'm going to take a quick second to grab a card storage box and get my commons and uncommons kind of hidden away so I don't just make stacks and stacks and stacks. All right. We have box number 3. For anyone just joining us, we are on box number 3. No showcases yet. We have gotten a few cool things. We got so far a Crate Dragon, which was nice, a Hyper Kylo, some decent Hyperfoil uncommons. A Millennium Falcon was really cool. We also got a Follow Other Way. We got a Spark of Hope. I was excited about that Hyperfoil. So nothing too insane yet. Nothing too crazy. But we have gotten pretty decent legendaries so far. Doing well on that front. Hoping for showcase. So stick around. Hopefully we can get it today. We missed it last time on 3 cases. We're only on 2 cases. The one thing that worried me about this today too is we're only on 2 cases today instead of 3. And I'm really just hoping. I'm really hoping we got the lucky ones this time. Housecast Soldier. Hyper. Cassian Andor. First pack is delivering us a Rey. Nice. Okay, Rey. We need your boyfriend showcase in here. All right? Please. Please. Don't tell me you guys kissed for nothing, okay? Please tell me that you kissed so that we could open a showcase Kylo Ren today. All right, we have Wrecker. Wrecker's nice to open. And a foil mercenary gunship. No mulls at all yet, interestingly. Eric says, this is the box. I hope so. I hope so, my friend. Grab Milk while I take the break after the box. My cat? We have a cat named Milk, and I'm not going to go grab her because she's not allowed down here right now. She will cause chaos. Shadow the 6th. The event tomorrow is the first league event at our locals. We're running our first league, constructed league. Let me know if you need a deck to play, buddy. I will get you covered. I will get you covered, absolutely. I am always down to help people out. I want people to be playing in events. I want people to be having fun. This is the box, huh? I like the race start. I really do. Unlike, there are a lot of people who do not appreciate the sequel trilogy. That's totally cool. You can have your own opinion. That's totally fine. I'm a huge sequel trilogy fan. I really enjoy the sequel trilogy. Last Jedi is my second favorite Star Wars movie. Yes, second favorite Star Wars movie. And people usually get mad when I say it's not behind Empire Strikes Back. It is behind Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith, Last Jedi, and then Empire are my favorites. They are very fun to watch. I really enjoy watching all of them. So when they had Last Jedi, Kylo, and Rey in this set, I got a little excited. I got a little pumped. Little bit. We got it Imprisoned, and we got a Brutal Traditions. Tempted, we have some friends who'd like to play board games. The event starts at noon and ends at 4. Or a little before 4. I'm not going to grab Oats either. Neither of our cats are allowed in the main deck studio, except in case of tornado warning. So there is no tornado warning right now. Therefore, the cats will not be down here. Yo, foil Darksaber. Nice. Nice open. Let's go. All right. Now that is a valuable hit. Very cool. All right. This box. Hey, Eric, this box so far is kind of kicking ass. This is pretty good. Okay. We have a Hyper Enfys Nest. We have a Palpatine's Return. Boding well for the sequel trilogy nonsense for our Kylo. Come on, Kylo. Come on, Kylo. I will take, of course, any showcase. I don't, I'm not going to discriminate. I don't need it to be Kylo. I want it desperately to be Kylo. I would just like anyone, though. I'll take Finn. I will honestly take Finn, too. And I'll play it. We had locals, one of my coworkers and their friend each opened up one box. They each opened up a single box of Shadows of the Galaxy, sitting right across the table from each other. They both opened Showcase Finn. Like, how does that happen? So, if I do get a showcase, I have a pretty good feeling it's not a Finn. That said, that does no guarantee whatsoever. I just feel like it's less likely that it'll be a Finn after two of them got opened. They each only bought a single box too, which is so insane, especially if I go this entire video without opening one. So I'm 5 cases deep in Star Wars Unlimited and have no showcase opened, which would be just hilarious. Again, like I said, that's totally fine with me. I will still adore the game, and I'm happy when, like, those two, I was so stoked that they opened their showcases. We had a local who... we got a DJ Legendary. That's nice. We had a local as well who I strong-armed into joining the pre-release last night just so we could make sure we had enough players for people to have a good tournament. He joined. He opened Showcase Moff Gideon in his pre-release kit, which is nuts. Just nuts. So that was sick. So I think it's great. I'm totally cool if people open Showcase. If I don't end up getting Showcase, that's fine. That's fine. However I want it, right? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys like I don't want to open a Showcase. I do. Gar Saxon, my friend, we needed to be blessed by Gar Saxon, the spaceman. Spaceman Gar Saxon is here. Hyper Coronet City 2. Is this one of those big hyper packs again? We love those. Yeah, it looks like it might be. We got a Hyper Xanadu Blood rare, too. Triple Hyper Pack with a Ruthlessness and a Foil Zeke. Very cool. All right, all right. Hondo Onaka. We have a Hyper Hondo, Hyper Foundling. Yeah, another Super Hyper Pack. Oh, there's a Hyper Foil in here, actually. Wait a sec. This has a chance of being something pretty crazy, actually. This is a possibility. This is possibly something insane. I'm not sure. We're going down to one at a time, though, for the last cards. Ketsu Onyo. A New Adventure. See, this is why I got to put away the commons. Okay. Everyone, you got to check out the screen right now. Echo. Our rare is First Light. Our Hyperspace Foil. Oh, it's Bo-Katan. Okay. From the little bit I saw, it was possibly Crate Dragon. Just based on the very quick glimpse of the sort of the color profile here. But I didn't see quite as... I couldn't quite remember how sandy this red was. Hyperfoil Bo-Katan is still cool, but I thought there was a possibility this was a Crate Dragon, so... Alright, yeah, you know, whatever. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Eric, will I also be happy to not open a golden pack? I guess. I really want to open a golden pack in our Altered, though. Pretty badly. I definitely upped the order when golden packs got revealed. Because I wanted decent odds of opening one. So this will specifically, like, when I buy 2 cases of Star Wars, it's so I can get a playset of legendaries. It's so I can get a playset of rares, have a shot at a showcase, you know, but like, it's not to get a showcase, right? When I bought the extra Altered Kickstarter boxes, it was because I wanted a chance at the golden pack. specifically. So, Hyperfoil Daring Raid in here. So yeah, I would be, I think, probably more disappointed to not open a golden pack than I would be to not open a showcase today. That said, I'm still happy, obviously happy, and I'm not the kind of person who gets salty, like actually salty about that kind of thing. Like, I'll joke around about it, but like, whatever. Like, dude, I don't think you can be as involved in TCGs as I am and actually like take it personally when you don't open like the really sick rips all the time. Like, this is just, it's just how TCGs work. That's just how it is. Yo, Kylo's Tie Silencer too. Nice. This box is pretty sweet too. This box is really like, this box is kicking ass also, actually. It's straight up Ray, Tie Silencer, Foil, Darksaber, and DJ. Like, these are good legendaries. Adam ends around 3 to 4. We might have more players for League, so 3 to 4 is why I was saying that. All right, we got no hypers in here. We used them up already. Used them up. Sugi and a foil Discerning Veteran. Hyperspace Kylo I pulled is a showcase. Well, it's not a showcase though, right? It's just it's a beautiful card. It is a card you could showcase, but it is not a strict rarity definition showcase, sadly. But I hope to join the two together before the night ends. Let the Wookiee win and Salacious Crumb foil. CTET 98. A golden pack is something from Altered TCG, which is coming out in a couple months. We have a few videos on it if you're curious to check that out. It is a pack in Altered TCG that comes with multiple one-of-one unique cards and foiler cards to be able to foil them out. I'm actually blanking on the exact number of things, and I don't want to lie on a video. So I'm sure Eric, who is an absolute like encyclopedia for Altered, I'm sure Eric will chime in with the exact quantities without too much delay. But that, that's basically what this. It's a God pack, effectively. It's a God pack in Altered TCG that gives you a bunch of one-of-one cards and foilers. It's really, really cool. Choose sides and a Criminal Muscle. I have a question too for chat. If anyone out there did play the in pre-release or has played a lot of Constructed so far, how's capture been for you? Every single time I capture a unit in the pre-release, it immediately the guarding unit immediately died. Immediately, without fail, it just died. It didn't even have a chance. So it didn't really do a lot. I mean, that said, it drew the removal, which is what it should do, I guess. Hyperfoil, Gray Squadron, Y-Wing. Nice. Card's pretty sweet. There's Eric. Thank you, Eric. 10 uniques, 4 unique foil. Yeah, I got 10 uniques, man. That pack would be so fun to open, especially on stream. You're considering buying more packs to increase your odds too? Yeah, I mean, yeah, right? I get the draw. I absolutely get the draw. This pack is looking like no hypers. We have a Rose Tico, Cripple Authority. We have a Frozen and Carbonite. Big fan of this card limited. Love it. Wild Rancor Rare and Foil Super Commando Squad. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Eric, for chiming in. Really appreciate the help. Love when you guys have my back there. Means a lot to me. We got a Hyper Han. All right, and we have a Bounty Hunter's Quarry, The Client, Valiant Assault Ship, Craig and Gore, and a Foil Collections Star Hopper. All right, we have this pack. This is our third to last pack in box number 3. Then I'm just going to take a moment. I'll be off screen just so I can grab a box to shove all these things in. I forgot to grab it before the stream started. So we'll go ahead and grab that in a second, and then we'll get things kind of sorted away here. This is going to be an Effetmon, Blessed by Effetmon, Foil Dr. Evazan, so double rare pack. Nice. Hudson, how do I like the new mechanics? And what are my theories on the elite exploit mechanic? Those are great questions. So this set, I like the mechanics. I think overall. I was saying earlier that in the pre-release, some of them felt a little less impactful than I thought they might be. Especially Smuggle just didn't feel like it came up a lot. But cards like Outlaw Corona, this thing, I played, whenever I played this thing, it never died. It did not ever die. So the bounty was blank, which made bounties are really good when that happens. My opponents played bounties on my cards sometimes, and I never felt like they really got good value from them. I felt like there were traps a lot of the time for the players. So I think bounty has to be very, very specific. I think cards with bounties on them are actually more playable than cards that give bounties outside of a dedicated bounty deck. Dedicated bounty deck, sure, go to town. But otherwise, I think just taking the risk on cards like this and getting a value part of the time is like, I think that's where it's at with bounties. And capture's kind of weak. I think capture's kind of weak because in Star Wars Unlimited compared to capture's a mechanic that's in a lot of other card games. Magic the Gathering, for example. In those games, the attacker doesn't have the advantage, the ability to use their units as removal consistently. So be able to just attack your opponent's things and kill them. Like if you capture something, quote unquote, in Magic, the thing only dies if the opponent directly targets it with something, or if you choose to block with it, or some other weird ability. Whereas your stuff could just get attacked in Unlimited. Hyper Bo-Katan, nice. This is our last pack in the box, by the way. So, that said, I don't think that's like a bad thing necessarily. I just think that it's just something about, it's very temporal. It's a very temporary, oh my god, I just can't get that card. Very temporary effect capturing. So it's fine. It's fine for what it is. I think maybe my very, very early take, and this, I may just regret saying this later, but I feel like some of the capture cards could have been pushed a little bit more in power level. Whoa, we got a 4th legendary here. Sick. And it's Mandalorian. Wow. This box is pretty fire, actually. Our last pack had that Mando luck, too. Wow. Lots of enter on 4-drop Jabba. Yeah. Yep. There are a lot of things that you can use with 4-drop Jabba now. Lots of tricks, which is really nice. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense, though. Like, if you want to play the 4-drop Jabba, and, like, I don't think the Jabba deck needs to play with a lot of bounties, necessarily, because he's already applying them himself. You can just play with things that, like, deal damage when to things with bounties and stuff and get value out of them consistently. You don't need to really put more bounties in the deck, necessarily. Your leader just does it already. Okay, so that was box 3. Box 3, pretty fire. Good legendaries. Foil Darksaber. Probably the hit of the night so far. So that is really cool. Now, I'm just going to take a moment, everyone. Actually, I'll just leave these on screen for a second. I'm going to take one moment. I'm going to get up for a sec so I can get a box to put all these commons and uncommons in. It'll take me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. You just hear like clattering and banging. That is me in the studio right now. I got the 5-row. We are good to go. All right, so we're gonna get our commons and uncommons tossed away, and then we're gonna crack open box number 4. No showcase yet, but it is hopefully on the way. With any amount of luck this time, we will have a showcase. Okay, alrighty. Excellent. So that was box number 3. Moving on, box number 4. Still, we have not seen one single mall. Not a single mall has been opened yet. So let's see if that can change. Maybe we can get one now. No. Also, 3 boxes in, we've had no hyperfoil rares or legendaries yet. So I have high hopes for this case delivering something. In the last opening, we were at about 1 hyperfoil legendary per case. So, you know, I'm hoping that holds true. We'll see. We're moving on. Box number 4. All right, everyone. Eric, unfortunately, that was not the showcase box, by the way. It was a great called shot. I appreciate the called shot greatly. I always love called shots. It was a good box, though. Not going to lie about that. I was happy with the box in general. Oh, you know what? My garbage bag is going wild here, too. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I have dealt with the bag situation. It has been handled. Shadow says this is the box. I hope so. At pre-release, 1 unit captured 3 units, ignored an attack base until you ambushed with Fennec Shand. Suddenly you had a gigantic board. Wow, that's a dicey strategy, putting all under 1 unit. If the opponent can't deal with it, that's great. But yeah, if you're playing Fennec too. You were or maybe you meant rare Fennec Shand. Yeah, I'd say the 3 boxes were above average, Eric. These were pretty good boxes. If you meant if you were playing leader Fennec and your opponent's like, yeah, I'm just gonna capture 3 things under 1 unit, that is quite a lot of faith that they have in that unit's ability to survive. I would not have that much faith, I think. Bounty Hunter's Quarry. We got another. Ooh, we got a Hyper Let the Wookiee Win. Nice. Omega. That's our first Omega, actually, I think. Foil Ruthless. I think so. Might have been one in box 1, but I don't believe so. Ha! Bo-Katan. All right, we got some Hyper action here, though. We got Hyper Covetous Rivals. Kinton Intimidator, Bounty Posting, Spark of Hope, Fenrau, Mystic Reflection, Underworld Thug. Yo, Underworld Thug! Let's go. Foil Underworld Thug. All right. We have Cad Bane Hyper. I think that's the first one of those. Nice. Cad Bane Hyper. We have Hyper Mercenary Company, another reprint. Reprint Company. We have Hot Shot. That's the first Hot Shot we opened tonight, too. All right, so in this box, it looks like we're maybe seeing some rares we haven't seen yet in the other boxes. So I'm hoping. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. You know, see, Ted, after I said it, I thought, like, no, that has to be the rare Fennec that you're talking about. Because otherwise, I just can't imagine the audacity of, like, you have ambush on leader, and you're like, no, I'm just going to capture all your stuff under 1 unit. It's just, like, it would be so easy to turn that around. All right, we got a Legal Authority and Survivor's Gauntlet foil. I need a drink here, actually. Make sure to hydrate, everyone. I don't want to lose my voice tonight, and I am shouting all night, so you got to be careful. Hudson, you agree? Cards of built-in bounty seem to offer interesting value. Yeah, I think so. And I think, like, that's okay. Again, like, I think I said this earlier, but, like, I don't necessarily want the set's mechanics to be, like, so powerful they completely alter the course of the game. I want them to provide options. I want them to provide varying play patterns. You know, I want the game to feel a little different. There's a Marauder. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of rares we haven't seen before. foil Cassian too. But I don't want them to like take over the game. So I'm totally cool with them just being like, you know, neat things you can build around occasionally. You know, like we've got cards with smuggle like why did I just blank on Timely Intervention? That's obviously going to get played like a lot. There are cards that are going to get played with these mechanics that are going to be good. But they don't need to be like, the game doesn't need to revolve around them because they're so pushed, right? Yeah, Lyle, you're absolutely right. The fact that they return exhausted, I totally agree, is, you know, it adds, I would, in particular, I'd say if they didn't return exhausted, I would say capture is awful. I'd say capture is a terrible mechanic if they didn't return exhausted. I kind of think it's like critical that they do return exhausted because that's what enables it to actually be a tempo play. If they return active, it's entirely possible that capturing something is a net negative for you to do. The reason capture works is because in the worst case scenario, it exhausts a unit, or you capture an exhausted unit and it returns exhausted. But the worst case scenario of if it returns ready is that you capture an exhausted unit and then they kill the thing and then they get to attack with their unit again. Which, yeah, I mean, that would just be terrible. So no, I think it's fine. Like I don't think they're bad mechanics, you know. I think they're fine. They're not overpowered or anything. But I had like cards like Cartel Turncoat were like overperforming for me in the pre-release. Was like kind of impressed. I had like multiple games where I was like turn 1 Cartel Turncoat McClunky it just to like kill something, and then you have the Turncoat back in hand and then play it again next turn or whatever with something else. So I don't know, it just kind of like having that one cost made it like slip into some plays pretty well. So it was pretty cool. I kind of dug it. Cloud Rider, Hyperfoil. Hudson, games of Crate Dragon have been devastating. What do I think is the best counter? Yeah, the best counter to Crate Dragon is Palpatine Flip. Palpatine Flip is the best counter to Crate Dragon. That's obviously very specific to Palpatine. The next best options, I think Waylay's good. It's a tempo play, but it can buy you time because it only costs 3. It's pretty reasonable. Poe Dameron, let's go, Poe. Nice. Definitely didn't want to miss on Poes entirely tonight, so that's great. Beautiful. So Waylay's good. Fell the Dragon is obvious. I mean, obviously, it's in the name. It's about killing Crate Dragon. It's good at killing Crate Dragon. It's an efficient way to take Crate Dragon out. I think we talked about this in the podcast last week, but an underrated card right now, specifically for a particular Crate Dragon metagame, but I mean, this is the same with Palpatine too. If your opponent is using Hero Han to early play Crate Dragon with 2 damage on it, that's where Palpatine is extra good, but Palpatine can always just sack something and then take the Crate Dragon. It's very easy for Palpatine. But specifically, where's my boy? Have we opened one of my boy here? I don't think we've opened. I think we have a foil one here somewhere though. I'm gonna pull the card up because I think I can. My boy. I swear I opened like a foil of him at some point. Well, maybe I didn't, and now he's in the box somewhere. All right, well, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find. Oh no, that's Dengar. All right. Now here comes. Here he is. Here's my boy. All right. This is, I think, the underrated champion of Crate Dragon right now. IG-11 in a no ramp deck can come down the earliest turn that Crate Dragon can come down. If you can play IG-11 and then take initiative, if you're able to take initiative, that's the big thing. You need to have initiative with IG-11. But if your opponent, that's only if your opponent's on the absolute fastest, then they put it down the same turn. Otherwise, if they're on the more average Crate Dragon play with Han Solo, that's going to be the turn after you play IG-11. You can play IG-11 and then take initiative. If they play Crate Dragon, you can attack the Crate Dragon. It was dealt damage from Han, so now IG-11 does 9 to it, which will kill it. Because you deal 3 damage to a damaged ground unit and then 6 more damage. And you will take 0 damage from the Crate Dragon. I think that is an underrated line that I think is a reason to be looking at IG-11 when you're building decks if Crate Dragon is a matchup that you think you're going to have trouble with, as just specifically as one of your cards in your like 5-drop slot. You can at least side it in. I think it's a reasonable card just because it's like one of the few things that'll just do 9 damage to Crate Dragon without making you take anything. Or making you anything die that you control. So I think that's underrated, but like straight removal obviously is going to be the most like resilient. It just sits in your hand. You could just use it. Waylay and Fell the Dragon obviously are the best possible options right now. You never want to capture Crate Dragon because they're going to just deal the damage to the thing that captured it. That's not going to work. But yeah, those are I guess some of the things that I'm thinking about. We talked about Regional Governor in the podcast. It is very weak to removal. It can be dealt with pretty easily. The Crate Dragon deck can usually has ways of doing that. And it's probably going to run Poe too to have another damage source. Things that could just kill Regional Governors. So it's tricky. It can maybe hold off Crate Dragon a little bit when they're hyper focused on it, right? But like outside of that, it's not going to do a ton. That's our first triple Dark Raid too. We're definitely hitting new rares in this box, so that's exciting. And I would say in general, just like there are a lot of removal cards that will deal with Crate Dragon. You're just going to take a little extra damage from doing it. But just, our usual Vanquish, the new Rivals Fall, stuff like that is still going to do damage to it. We have a Rule with Respect, Legendary, that's our second Legendary in this box, and a Guavian Antagonizer. I'm not sold on Crate Dragon being like the oppressive meta yet. My packs are getting wild here. I think Crate Dragon is going to be something that you do have to respect. It's going to be something that is going to be a deck that people play. It's going to be part of the metagame. It's going to crush you if you're not prepared for it. It's also pretty one-note. I think it's going to be something that a lot of decks will be able to board in at least enough stuff just to be able to kind of hold it off. And you just have to play respecting Crate Dragon, You can't just go willy-nilly tapping out when they're on play Crate Dragon territory. So you had to be able to deal with it right away. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Some off-the-cuff thoughts. Hyper Mandalorian Warrior. Looks pretty cool, actually. All right, we got Maz Kanata and a Foil Cartel Turncoat. Let's see if we get them all in this box now, since we've gotten so many first-time rares in here. I'm feeling Maul. I'm feeling Maul in this box, finally. Here come that boy. Mandalorian armor. Forlom. I remember what he looks like now. We have Hyperbosk. Ooh, we got a Hyperfoil in here. Hyperfoil uncommon. I don't recognize this card. We got a Mixed Mayfield. Oh, it's Rose. What up, Rose? Rose secretly kind of sick, actually, but y'all aren't ready for that. But thank you. I'm glad I could at least put some new ideas in people's heads. I don't claim to have all the answers or anything. There are content creators who play Star Wars a lot more than me. Straight up. I don't have any illusions. I'm not trying to look like I am playing more than Tower Number 9 or whoever you want to put on the spot for that. I deal with a lot of card games. I play a lot of card games. There's Maul. I told you. Here's that boy. We got our first Maul. Let's go. But I have a lot of card games I support. I have a lot of card games I enjoy playing, and my full-time job is running events and online sales for our LGS also. So, I am deeply involved in TCGs. I just don't have the time to like specialize in one game in particular. So there are probably creators out there who have tested a lot more answers to Crate Dragon than I can just like throw at you right now off the top of my head, and could probably have better insight. And maybe they'd be like, you know what? IG-11 feels like he'd be good, but he's too clunky. He's going to get killed. You know, that's fine. I think they're sure. That's possible. But I don't think you should count that stuff out either. I think TCGs a lot of the time are very, they're very groupthinky. And even in like within a metagame, people will get really locked in on like, oh, this is the way to play. This is the good deck. These are the good cards. And they're not always right. I don't think they're always right. I think there's more room for different strategies to work than people want to give it credit for. I have known too many players. I have known far too many, like way more than should exist, players throughout my life. One of them is Sundeep, who we've had on our channel several times, who are always, consistently, they will pick an off-meta deck and perform insanely well with it. Or they'll play a weird rogue strategy. I used to know a guy named Phil in the local area who would play when we played Magic. He played the weirdest stuff and would exo events. And like, that's not even a deck, Phil. You can't play that. Well, I just won. Right? Like, I can't get behind the idea that there is just a set metagame. These are the decks to play. I know that there are decks that have on average, it's a game of averages, right? Average win rates and stuff that are good against expected metagames. But the unexpected, the element of surprise, and simply just the interactions people are not giving enough credit to those things are all better than people want to give them credit for, I guess. So how many Poe have I got? KO cards? Just one so far, but we are only on box number 4 of 12. So we got lots of time for Poes here. And I am hoping we see plenty more Poes. We got our first Django too. This box was full of first time rares. So this box was nice to see. So this might be just for legendaries. This might be strictly a Poe box. That might be the only thing we're walking out of here with legendary wise. The pigs. Pigs. Dr. Pershing. And a foil rare Tobias Beckett. 2 packs left. Now, we had a previous box number 2, that in the second, I believe is the second to last pack, completely turned around. So that might happen again. We got an Afra, rare leader. I will not put it past, you can't really put it past the Star Wars Limited box. Star Wars Limited boxes can really surprise you sometimes. We got a hyper Dr. Pershing. We got a swoop down and a foil scanning officer. This card's pretty good. Card's pretty cool. Last pack magic, baby. It's a Hunter. I adored the Bad Batch. I hope the Bad Batch comes bad back. Actually, I really want... I mean, I would love to have the boys back. I'm really hyped for an Omega follow-up series. I want that in particular injected into my veins. Hyper Maz Kanata, too. Getting the hyper rares at the end here, so that's kind of nice. Architens and a foil Gray Squadron Y-Wing. So, this audience was clearly the worst box that we've had. It still had a Poe, which is nice. I do feel like all of the boxes that you see have at least one good legendary hit, but this was definitely the weakest box that we've had. Easily the weakest box of the bunch. And you're going to get some duds sometimes. Waiting for Hera to pop off one day. Okay, yeah. Well, look, I told you guys earlier, I'm a huge Hera fan, but I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's likely that Hera is going to pop off in the meta anytime. Can you win a local with Hera? No doubt. Absolutely, Hera can crush a local. No problem. Hera's totally a playable deck. Can Hera go 8 rounds without succumbing to decks that are just a little more powerful, that just are doing a little bit more turn to turn than she does? Probably not. I don't think she can make it the whole tournament through. You take a really lucky run or some really hot tech that I haven't thought of. Maybe it's tech. Maybe tech's the hot tech. I don't know. But Am I going to play Hera again? Absolutely. I love Hera. I think Hera's a wonderful, super fun deck to play. Super fun. I'm going to be all over it. Ooh, what do we got here? We got a little hyper. We got a little hyper. Oh, it's just a desperate attack. Just a desperate attack in our hyper. We got another hyper. Another hyper. We got a new adventure hyper. Cool. That's a really cool looking hyper. Oh, I would love to see a hyper foil of this. Give me that hyper foil. Marauder. Foil Jabba's Rancor. I became such a fan of that card after the pre-release. One of the things I love about pre-releases in card games, and the reason why I think all card game companies need to push pre-releases as a priority, is because the pre-release lets you play with cards you weren't going to otherwise. If all your game does is host a release event, then for the release event, most places, most stores are going to run Constructed, because that's what the players want to do once they get the cards in their hand. They've been dying to build their decks with these. The pre-release works. The pre-release idea works because players specifically can't have their product yet at that point, so they are under no illusion that they can build the deck that they want to, so they are absolutely willing and excited to come in and play limited format. And playing a good limited format for your game, now assuming your game supports a limited format. I think games should try to when possible. But if your game supports a good limited format, the pre-release is essential, because that gets the players a reason to play limited. When they play limited, then they're going to play with cards they haven't played before, like Jabba's Rancor, and they are going to develop attachments for cards they didn't expect. They're just going to have a fun time playing cards they weren't playing otherwise. And I think the energy at a pre-release is kind of like unmatched because of that. So I think every game that has an even close to real limited format. So this, I'm talking to you, Altered, for when you're out of Kickstarter and you're going to set 2. I want to see pre-releases. I want to play limited. That's why I'm excited for Gen Con. I'm going to go play limited Altered. It's going to be a blast. I can't have a constructed Altered deck right now. I'm going to be playing limited that weekend and really pumped about it. Okay, this pack is like a no hyper pack. No hypers at all here. We've got a Xanadu Blood, and we got a Night Owl Skirmisher. That was a weak pack. Little baby pack. That's okay. We're building up. This is box number 5, by the way. If anyone's just joining us now, we got a Hyper Boba. Hyper Boba. Box number 5. We have not hit a showcase yet. We have had pretty good legendaries across the board. At the end of box number 6 in this case. Oh, Poe number 2. Nice. Let's go. At the end of box number 6 in this case, the full case. So we'll go back and just take a look at what the case hit, just so we can kind of go over that. Talk about how good the case was in general. The first 3 boxes, I feel like were all above average. The 4th box was a dud. Unfortunately, only had a Poe. Nothing else crazy good there. We have a Hyperfoil in here, though, so we're going to do one card at a time. Crosshair, Unexpected Escape, Bravado. I don't know what this Hyperfoil is. I saw red. What do you think red means in Hyperfoil land? Evidence of the Crime. Oh, it's Outlaw Corona. All right. I saw a little bit of red on the edge. All right. Again, pre-release all-star for me. I thought this card was really... I mean, I know it was sick. It just never died. It couldn't die. It was insane. Very powerful space unit in limited, at least. But yeah, with that Underworld tag, like, I would be tempted to, like, Cad Bane that. Or put it in Boba Fett. I was playing it in Heroism Boba Fett. And it was pretty sweet there, too, because it pumped up, you know, my turn 1 play. Ooh, we got another Hyperfoil here. We got another Hyperfoil. Okay, 2 Hyperfoils in a row. This box is looking like a little fire. All right. Salacious Crumb. We got a Midnight Repairs. Our rare is Triple Dark Raid. Nice. Our Hyperfoil is Slaver's Freighter. Okay. All right, well, you know. It's another Underworld card. Nestor and Pilgrim. Yo, welcome. Hope the quality of my pulls double. Nice. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you. We were just talking about Altered a little bit here too. You might have missed that. I'm not sure. Hudson, any theories on the Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I totally forgot about your second question. Yeah, like, okay, so the very first thing I thought was attacking units, raid for attacking units. Exhausted units makes a ton of sense to me. Definitely. I can see it like I have to read how Asajj is worded again. She just has exploit 2. I think she just has exploit 2, right? So I could see it being something like if it's on aggression, I mean, I don't know if there's a better theory than when attacking an exhausted unit, it gets more power. I think that feels good because we have a lot of players who like think you can only attack exhausted units and stuff, or I mean, I think players just feel like there should be some game advantage to a unit being exhausted from the attacker's perspective. So I think it makes sense. I think that's far and away the best theory. If I had to reach, maybe it could exhaust a unit with cost 2 or less, cost X or less or something. Like, it has to be something that deals with units, I think, because you're like exploiting them, right? Rule with respect, okay, I think we might be getting the same box as last time. So if we are, this is the last legendary is a final showdown too. In Magic the Gathering, exploit is a mechanic where you get to sacrifice a creature to get a more powerful effect. When your creature comes into play, it exploits another creature. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. I think it's gonna be straight like stat buff. We got Mandalorian armor and a foil Rose Tico. Yeah, I would love to like fill your head with speculation, but honestly, just the attacking and exhaust units feels like the best one to me. And that makes Asajj crazy for dealing with just played units. That could be it. It could be Boba Fett Disintegrator's ability. It could be a unit that an exhaust unit that didn't enter play this turn. Like, they could just be keywording that as a possibility. Maz Kanata. Cloud Rider. Yep. Cloud Rider. Not an exciting pack, but we got plenty more. We got Hyper City. We got Fel the Dragon for all your crate dragon killing needs. Migs again, and a foil rare Tarful. Plenty of packs in this box, though. We are only halfway through the box, so there's plenty of time to see something really sweet. I do think we're just getting the final showdown legendary in the legendary slot here somewhere, but oh, there's another Maul. Nice. I wonder, actually, this box could be identical to the last box in rares, too. That's a possibility. One thing that I think Fantasy Flight needs to do is, and I think it was just too late for set 2, but hopefully after the set 1 feedback, they're looking at figuring out the collation so that the boxes are not as mappable. I would like them to deal with that. I think that would be nice. I don't think it's quite as fun to know exactly what you're opening all the time. Tech and Warzone Lieutenant. Oh, Nestor, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. I just try to be. My goal at this stream is I'm aiming at mildly entertaining. I want you to walk away thinking that was all right. And if that's what we hit, then that's great. We got a hyperfoil here. We got a hyperfoil in this pack. I don't know if it's a spicy one. I don't know. I think it's something with the blaster. And things with blasters are obviously never as spicy as things without blasters. We got a privateer crew. We got a Toro Calican. Oh, it's actually kind of cool. There's our final showdown. I saw it too early, and there is our hyperfoil. First hyperfoil rare of the night, surprisingly, is Boba Fett's armor, which actually is pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool, and is, I think, a playable upgrade just because the leader Boba Fett is so nuts. If you stick this on him, I think it's good enough that it's worth. Any upgrades, I generally think upgrades that are best played on your leader are the ones that make the most sense, because those are the easiest to set up, having the free leader play that you can do, and being able to do it in the same phase. Whereas upgrades that you like want to put on your units just never feel like they're quite getting there. On the flip side, like your leader is already a priority target and your opponent's going to be trying to get rid of it. But it's like the addition of Rival's Fall is maybe the only thing that I think puts a real wrench in that theory. But Rival's Fall is expensive. It's straight up, it's expensive removal. And I think some people got definitely way more in a tizzy about Rival's Fall than they had any need to. I think it's a fine card to play. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's breaking the game at all. I think if it weren't for cards like that, then maybe upgrading leaders would be a little too powerful. I think, like, actually, here's a thought. Just thinking about Boba Fett's armor. I don't think you can continue to print cards like this that are extremely powerful upgrades on particular leaders without having cards in the game like Rival's Fall. I think Rival's Fall is the check that makes these playable. Otherwise, we get into metagames where people are just complaining about, yeah, guess what? They flipped Fett. They put the armor on. They flipped Rey. They gave her the special version of Anakin's lightsaber or Leia's lightsaber or something. Yeah, I don't know, whatever lightsaber they want to give Rey. Maybe they'll just call it Rey's lightsaber whenever she gets one. But it's someone else's lightsaber at some point until the very end. She could have her own, right? Because she made her own eventually. But foil triple dark raid, that's really cool. But yeah, I think stuff like Rival's Fall is just essential, right? Been involved in exhaust units? Yeah. Hudson, exactly. And Star Wars Unlimited is at its best dealing with the initiative. I think a lot of players really respect that. I think some players maybe fell off pretty quickly of the game because they realized how much the game is about just like claiming. That's actually, I've talked about this a little bit in like our beginning of the year or end of the year podcast, but one of the core differences for me between Altered and Star Wars Unlimited is that Star Wars Unlimited is a game that is very much about timing of specifically like choosing when to give up actions to take the initiative and doing things like that. It's like a core part of the game. We got hyper heroic resolve here. That's pretty cool. Altered is about timing, but in a totally different way. It's about kind of like sandbagging plays a lot of the time to try and get your opponent to play differently. And it sounds like it's a very minor thing, but the two play totally differently once you're in the headspace for both of them. And I really appreciate that about both games. It allows me to really enjoy playing both games simultaneously. Get a different experience out of each one. Swoop down. Is that their first swoop down? That might be. Unlimited feels more like Runeterra. Yeah, totally can see that. Totally feel that. And I love that about it. I really, really dig that. I think it's really, really fun. I have very, very satisfying games of Star Wars Unlimited where I feel like in most Star Wars Unlimited games, I think we got a Hyperfets armor. If I lost the game, I think in Star Wars Unlimited, more than many games, I trace that back to one particular action that happened during the game. It's very easy to do. Yeah, there's Hyperfets armor. Because of how the game works. It is really easy to go, yep, I did that during the pre-release last weekend too. There was a match against Ryan Battlewagon. Shout out to his YouTube channel. He is an incredible player. Super, super skilled. Puts out really insightful, he calls them rambling content. I like to listen to him because it's just fun to get his opinions on stuff. And I always take that stuff to heart. I've used it to like modify how I build decks as well. He's great. Incredible guy. I got paired against him in the first pre-release game, Architens and a Foil Foundling. In the first pre-release tournament, second round, I believe, I got paired against him. Like, okay, this is going to be the hardest fight I think I have today. And it was. And there was a game I lost entirely because I misread the math. And I thought he had one less damage potential in a single action than he actually had. I flipped my leader out. My leader died immediately. And it snowballed from there. And it was simply because that I made that play that I lost that game. He played really well, obviously. I played well except that. And that was like, and that was, to me, there is no better way to lose a card game than through that exact situation. I want to get to the end and go, I screwed that up. That was on me. because because when you're playing, it feels so good to like to learn from that and then make the good decisions instead. We got a foil Hyperspace Hut's Henchman. Let's go Hut's Henchman. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that. That's my preferred style of card gaming. Enjoy the back and forth agency, especially going second. Probably why you like Izmir and Altered as well. Yep. Izmir, Nevenka. No, not Nevenka Blotch. Wait. Why can't I think of their name now? What's her name? Akeisha and Taru. Akeisha and Taru feel very, very good to play in Altered. Very fun to just go, nope, you go first. No, you're first this time. Really do enjoy that a lot too. We got another Hyperfoil here. We got IG-11. All right, Hyperfoil gang, let's go. We got a Hyper Zuckus getting us warmed up for our Hyperfoil. We got Legal Authority, and we have the Legal Authority to get a Hyperfoil Legendary here. Let's go. It's a Hyperfoil Cassian, though. That's kind of cool. Still cool. And last pack in the box. I got there, Nestor. I got there. I just needed a second. Izmir, the reason is honestly because Izmir is the lore podcast we haven't done yet. The names really stick in my brain well after the lore videos. But we're going to be recording Izmir next week. And then we will be all done finally with our lore series that, frankly, we got a fourth legendary. Fourth legendary, we got a Ray in this box. Ray is making this box come together in the very last pack. Thank you, Ray. Everyone say thank you to Ray. Thank you, Ray, for making this box better than the last one. It is better by exactly one Ray. Of course, our previous box had, I believe, a Ray. No, it's just these four. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was trying to figure out where we were in the collation, but yeah, nice. That box worked out. That was better. Poe and Ray, we'll take it. Yeah, so we've been trade for that Cassian. Yeah, sure, probably. I sure could. I'm not attached to him. We've been doing, for our Altered podcast, we've been doing a series of lore podcasts because it's a new universe and the lore is interesting. It's really well written, actually. It's really fun to dig into that. And those are by far our worst performing podcasts by a mile, by a long shot. So I really like that we did them. I think they're good content to have. It's the kind of, as a content creator, it's content that you do just because you want to do it. But I'm also looking forward to our podcast, people wanting to listen to it again. So that's unfortunate. It's kind of what I expected. We're not like a lore-specific channel. Lore for card games is frankly niche. It's a niche subject. It has to be like Star Wars lore to not be a niche subject, you know? Hyperhan, kicking off. This is box number 6, everyone, by the way. Box number 6. The end of the first case. We have not seen a showcase. We are hoping. We're also hoping to see a foil legendary here. We've been kind of sparse on the really hyper foil legendaries. Haven't seen any of them yet. We did get a hyper evidence. It's kind of cool. We got to start off with Snoke. Not bad at all. And getting a hyper foil scanning officer, which we will take. Some of the background kind of dark. Oh, Hudson, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Really, really had fun chatting with you. Thank you for your questions. I love it. Nestor thanked Ray. Thank you. Grimlocked, Star Wars is new lore. No, I just mean like, I was talking about our Altered podcast there. I'm glad you've enjoyed them, Yustat. I appreciate that. I appreciate that there are people who do enjoy them, and it really does mean a lot to me to hear that people do enjoy listening to them. Because without getting some feedback like that from a few like particular listeners, I might have wanted to swap off once I saw how the performance was. You guys, like, for a content creator, it means like so much just to like take time to comment. I can't express how true that is. Oh, the background lore of the heroes. I thought you meant like some of these, because, you know, some of the backgrounds on the cards do get a little dark, but like, yeah, the lore in Altered is wild, man. Like, once I started reading it, I was like, no, this is really cool. I really do want to share this with people. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I hope people listen to those podcasts more at some point because it's cool. Michael, hey, yo, welcome. Opening your last pack at the same time as my recent box. Also got a Ray in the last pack to finish it. Nice. Let's go. That feels so good. We have a Hyper in this pack that might be kind of cool. Michael, how were your pulls in general? Did you get any hot stuff? Did you get a showcase? I haven't been able to keep up with quite everyone yet, so I would love to hear if you did. Oh, we got a Hyper foil in here. This pack might be stacked. This pack could be stacked. Okay, Concord Dawn, Unlicensed Headhunter, Fennec Shand. We got a rare Wrecker. Good rare. We got a... Oh, it's just this. Hyperfoil Housecast Soldier. Okay. Hyperfoil Housecast Soldier. All right. Not too stacked. Sorry. I misread the pack earlier. Would love to see faction episodes about gameplay, deck ideas, combos. My Ace goal would be like 12 plus celebration days in one game. Wow. That would be pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, I would think we'll do something like that, but it's going to take a little bit because we have to play the game more. You know, once we get cards, Jordan and I are honestly waiting until we have more cards to really dig into the pool and everything. I know there are people who are already theory crafting with the card pool. I have not been. I've not been able to find the time for that just with every other game and everything I'm doing. So once I have the cards in hand, then it's really going to be like theory craft territory. So we'll be starting to dig into that stuff after that. As I was saying with Star Wars earlier, like it's going to be the same thing. There are going to be dedicated channels. There are dedicated channels like the Exalts guys who are definitely going to be the go-tos for like altered competitive content. The same way that go to like Tower Number 9 or whoever, Thork or whoever for your Star Wars competitive, like the weekly competitive content. What we do at Main Deck, what I do at Main Deck is I cover card games from this perspective of I like to play them. I like to have fun. I like to win. I try to win. I try to be competitive. I know there are a lot of people like me. Frankly speaking, like here's the frank truth about TCGs is that at the end of the day, there's one winner at every tournament, right? And there's only 8 top 8, only 16 top 16, whatever. The number of people in a card game who want to be in the top 16, top 8, the winners, it's a lot bigger than 16, right? Way bigger. So I like to think of it like you should definitely follow the content creators who are playing competitively, winning competitively. They're great. I think there's plenty to learn from other people as well. There's plenty from your local people or from content creators who are like me. I feel like I'm like a lot of your locals, a lot of your friends who I do play competitively. I'm not like hiding. I'm not being like I'm a casual. I'm a competitive player. Will I place as well as some of the dedicated unlimited content creators? Not likely, not often, sometimes, but not often. But that doesn't mean that, there's not something you can gain from like hanging out here. And that's what I like to think I bring to the table. Like, I think that is still valuable for people. So I cover content for people like me maybe you're getting into a game. Maybe you're just learning a game. Maybe you want to play decks that are good, but fun. Maybe you want to play decks that are good. I make content for that entire range of players. Chaos of War and a foil Marauder, which is actually a pretty cool hit. Adam, I was 9th place at one Ascent tournament. Now, the Main Deck team, the Main Deck competitive Grand Archive team, they're doing great. They're doing very well off of their Ascent Worlds victory. So, we foster a good environment, I think, for players. I hope that's true, and I hope our players feel that way. I think they do. We are going to be actually, I'm going to be opening up, when we get more of a competitive structure, I'm going to be opening up a competitive Main Deck team as well. It'll be an invite kind of thing. We have certain people, I believe Sundeep is considering being part of it, which I think would be great because he's an incredible player. And we're going to try to, go to some events. We're going to try to perform well. It's fun. We're going to do our best. But at the end of the day, I have a lot of responsibility. I have a lot of responsibility to multiple games. content creation wise, I have a lot of responsibility to my LGS, to my job. And I just simply can't devote the time to multiple games that one single content creator can devote to one single game. And that's fine. Just how it is. Like, you just gotta, we all just gotta accept, like, kind of where we are at. That's kind of honestly, it's like, it's one of the issues with just today's culture. Internet culture is like the culture on YouTube, on social media in general, makes you feel like you need to be top of your game. You need to be dedicating your life. If you are not making a full-time living off of what you're doing, you're wasting your time. That's the culture that gets promoted from content creation and from social media, and it's super toxic. It is extremely unhealthy. It is not reasonable. It's not possible, again, for a competitive card game to have everybody who watches Tower Number 9 perform like Tower Number 9. It's physically not a possible thing to do, because at some point, someone has to win and someone has to lose. Unfortunately, life is also that way. Not everybody gets to do absolutely everything at the top of their game. So I think it's more important to be enjoying what you're doing. Enjoy the thrill of playing competitively, of self-improvement, of all that stuff. But don't be wrapped up in how your actual performance is, what your record is at the end of the day, what your placement is in the tournament. That's not as important as just what you're doing for yourself, you know? So, turning into pirate software here. But that's how I feel. All right. We've opened a bunch of nonsense. I didn't name any of it, but here's a foil Hotshot. That's actually really cool. I love Hotshot. I think this is a really sick card. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to travel to Fantasy Flight because it's very, very near to where we're located. So that'll be really fun. I mean, like, I'm really looking forward to not having to go to Singapore to get to a major event. Not that I have to for Grand Archive all the time either, but I'm also really looking forward to going to Singapore for a major event. It's going to be a ton of fun too. That's going to be a blast. Endless Legions. That's our second legendary in the box. I don't know why I just set this out here. This just goes here. All right. And... oh, Grimlock, thank you. Thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a paid sermon now, apparently. Let me pass the bowl around. I'll pass the bowl around chat, okay? If anyone wants to contribute to my sermon. No, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It really helps because card games are expensive. Card games are expensive. Getting cases of every card game when you play multiple is expensive. It's expensive stuff. Hyper Ray, nice. So all the, the contributions, the donos, the Patreon patronage, all of that is like so appreciated, you guys. It makes everything work for me. It's what allows me to actually do this. Gonna bring gifts back for the gang from Singapore? I'll try. Yeah, hopefully. That'd be cool. I'll see what I do. Yo, blessed by Hypergar. Hyperspace, man. Let's go. He's blessing us. We are at the end of this box here. We've not seen a Hyper Legendary. I would love to see one. If we're not going to see a Showcase, I'd love to see a Hyper Legi. If we're not going to see either of those, well, you know what? That's just how things go sometimes. At least we'll get a foil Toro Calican. And Cole, by the way, I agree. Pirate Software is awesome. I click every time I see a Pirate Software short, I click. That is just how you see the Pirate Software short, you click, okay? That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. We got a Hyper here. We got a Hyper foil, okay? We got a new adventure. We're on a new adventure. We're on a new adventure to see something. Hopefully not an echo of what we've seen earlier. We have the Heroic Resolve to reveal the Hyper foil card. It is Foundling. It's Hyperfoil Foundling, everyone. You know it. You love it. It's a card that exists in the set, probably for limited. Adam got a Hyper Endless Legions. Let's go. I'm sorry. That's kind of the dud Hyper Legendary to get. Not, I don't know. You know what? Maybe at some point, though, Endless Legions will be playable. There will be a way to play an event for cheaper that is reasonable. And then it becomes a playable card. And everyone's happy. Let the Wookiee win. Trandoshan Hunters. All right. And Kylo. It's not Showcase Kylo. It's Kylo, though. I still believe in the Showcase. We have a whole nother case still to see the Showcase. Oh, we're a little behind time, aren't we? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. You know what? We're having a good time here, though. We're vibing. We're chilling. We don't need to rush. That's all right. It's been kind of a vibe stream today, you guys. And that's cool, too. That's chill. Some streams, we get, like, a lot of questions. Some streams we're talking about a lot of off-topic stuff. We're going on a bit of a tangent there for a little bit. But this has been just kind of a vibe. And there's no problem with that either. But if anyone does want to chime in with like stuff they've opened or Star Wars Unlimited questions or anything, you're always welcome to. Always welcome to. I love just having a prompt to talk about. Otherwise, I just keep going over stories from my pre-release. Stories from, I think, Jason, our podcast. Ooh, Hyperfoil here. Okay, Hyperfoil pack. My podcast co-host, Jason from Galactic Ambition. I believe he said he played his pre-release and went OX. He did not win a round. So that's the kind of competitive quality content you get from Galactic Ambition. So look out for that. Private Jazik. Okay, Millennium Falcon. We got this Hyperfoil. We got a Hyperfoil hiding in here. It's not hiding. Enforced Loyalty. Toro Calican. Yo, Crate Dragon. Before even the Hyperfoil, we're starting with a Crate Dragon. Nice. Okay, this box got pretty good. And we got okay, it's a Hyperfoil Street Gang Recruiter. That's very mediocre, but the Crate Dragon was sick. Crate Dragon, very sick, very sick. Happy about that. Green Palpatine is about the only deck you see wanting one. No, I don't think Endless Legion is close to playable in Green Palpatine. I think Palpatine does so much more already that's so much better. I don't know. You could put one in, but the game's got to go so late, and you're like probably just as likely to get milled out at that point than get an attack off with Endless Legions. They don't even come. They don't come in ready or anything. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about Endless Legion. Like, I am the kind of guy who like I will gas up cards all the time because, you know, like I was saying earlier, like off meta stuff, it can work, man. But like 14, dude, that's too much. That's too much for me. You'd have to get gassed up by someone else, unfortunately. It's gonna be a little tough for me to get there. I was low on Crate Dragon right away, which was wrong. Which was wrong of me. I admit that. I was pretty low on Crate Dragon, but no, I've come around. Crate Dragon's kind of nuts, so. Omega and foil Pre-Vizsla. Nice. Foil rare. 2 packs left to close out this case. Can we close out this case with some absolute sauce? Can we? Fennec Shand is going to introduce us to a Hyper-Vigilant Pursuit Craft. Okay. We have a Hyper Kragan Gore, Effant Mon, and a foil Fugitive Wookiee. All right. This is it. The very last pack of case number 1. Seeing if we can get anything that is extremely spicy here. At the end of the box, at the end of the case, it's Mr. Jabba Djilisic Tur. Jabba the Hutt. Jabba Djilisic. I think Djilisic? I don't know how to pronounce it. Look, I know the name. I can't be expected to know how to pronounce it. The client, Valiant Assault Ship. The client, Hyperfoil. Or not Hyperfoil, just Hyper. Foil Pig. We're really going to end the case on a foil pig. All right, that's fine. That's how it be. Sometimes you end on a foil pig. Okay, so. Case number 1 completed. These 2 were not from the case. Those were already here. Those were in my house when we bought it. They came with the house. Okay, let me get my comments cleaned up. Let's look at a quick look at our legendaries from case 1, and then we're going to move right on to case 2. Case 2, of course, is going to bring the heat, baby. It's going to bring the showcase, I believe. But case number 1, let's remember the good times. This is the kind of stuff that we got from case number 1. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty good stuff here. That Hyper Kylo. Ooh, I like that. That foil Mando, I actually forgot about that. And the double finalizer. Alright, so we ended up with 2 Crate Dragons from case 1. A foil Darksaber. That was pretty hot, actually. That was nice. That was good to open. 2 Kylos, including a Hyper. 2 Rays. 2 Mandos, including a foil. 1 TIE Silencer. 2 Snokies. Snoky Boys. 2 Poes. I should have named that one earlier. Poe should have been the second one I named. A DJ. We got an Evacuate. We got some Finalizers, including a Hyper. We got 2 Endless Legions. 2 Rule Respect. 2 Final Showdown. So, solid first case. Overall, I would say we didn't get a Hyperfoil, unfortunately. That's a Hyperfoil Legendary. That's kind of the one thing that, like, if you don't get a showcase, is hoping you get that. That is how it went for all our cases in Spark, at least. But that's all right. We got a whole nother case of juice here. We're cracking it open right now. I got the scissors out. Alrighty. Alrighty, chat. Time for case number 2. Box number 1. Fresh case, fresh box. Anything could happen. Anything could happen except, I think, the 2 showcase dream, which was never more than an illusion in my mind, is completely dead now. Or maybe not an illusion, a delusion. A delusion would be more appropriate. But, can we get a single showcase? Can we get a showcase? Can it be Kylo? Who knows? We'll see. Let's see. Let's crack into the first box of case number 2. We're going to kick it off with Mr. Han Solo once again. He's always here to start our box off, it feels like. We're going to start off with the Hyperfoil, actually. We're just going to start off with the Hyperfoil because that sounds really fun. So let's get this up in your face. Quill, Unlicensed Headhunter, Fennec Shand, Sugi, Hyperfoil, L337. Nice. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty sweet. L337's awesome. I'm a fan. Cool Hyperfoil to open. You know what? I put my Hyperfoil... I'm going to put it with my rares. My Fet's Armor. Oh, this isn't a rare. I thought this was a rare. Okay, she can go over there. Trade spots. How many gotcha pulls did it take for the gold skin on those scissors? Too many, my friend. Too many gotcha pulls for the gold skin. Actually, those were a gift from my wife. She wanted... I was using like a grody pair of scissors on the stream, and she said I needed a nice pair. So she got me those nice scissors, which I appreciated quite a bit. They are pretty neat. They're shiny. All right, Falcon, Enforced Loyalty, Toro Calico. Hey, TIE Silencer. Nice. Good, good, good. I want those really badly. If I had a wish for exiting this case, I just want to fill out my playsets of Kylo's TIE Silencer, Kylo, and Rey. I have a playset of Crate Dragon now, so I'm good there. And Poe. Those are the ones. I'm fine with not getting sets of other stuff necessarily. But those ones... I really want. We got a Hyper Finn. Hyper Finn to start. Hyper Protector. Oh, that's a rare. Bounty Hunters. Quarry. Sorry, sometimes you say stuff weird just to say it weird, and then I think, well, people think I don't know how to pronounce that word. So I have to go back and say it correctly. Kira. Tatiana, are showcases always your commander like universes, or you possibly get an ally? If you get a showcase, it is a leader card. 100% it's your leader. Definitely. They only make showcase leaders. All right. We have a choose sides and a hyperfoil in here. It's another hyperfoil Cloud Rider. Let's go. Ride the clouds, baby. We are riding the clouds tonight. So I think that's, honestly, that's kind of a nice thing. I really like that, you know, when you get a showcase, it's like a big flashy thing that you get to have in play the whole game. Starts in play. Your opponent gets to look at it the whole time, be intimidated by it. That's the way to do it. Okay, we got some Wild Rancor and a foil Clan Ren Rescuer. Like 20 minutes behind, but happy to be opening alongside. Yo, what up, Nick? Welcome. Hey, good luck on your polls, man. I hope that you, if I don't get a showcase, I hope you do. If I do get a showcase, I hope you do too. Let's get showcases together. But at least please get one if I can't. Please. And if you do, Nick, I want to hear what your good pulls are, okay? Whether or not you get a showcase, I want to hear what your fire is like. Vambrace Flamethrower. I don't know if we've even seen any of these in that first case. I can't remember. Feel like I didn't see it. Nick, how many, by the way, how many boxes are you opening tonight? Because I was looking at the other content creators. I seem to be one of the few degenerates opening multiple cases. It doesn't seem like that's the game plan all the time. Mike, we got an extra Kylo's tie. If you don't get them, oh, sick. Thank you. Missing the lucky showcase sweater, M. Peterson. I know. I chose to wear. I should have worn my Ahsoka cardigan. That's what I failed to do. If I don't get a showcase today, it's because I failed to put my showcase pulling Ahsoka cardigan on, which I can only assume helps me pull showcases because I haven't actually done it before. Hyper, Vambrace, Effin Mon, and a foiled triple rare pack. Triple rare packs are cool, at least. Take those. Yeah, I'll let you know, Michael. If I don't get it, I'm sure we can work out some kind of a deal. I do need those Kylo's ties, though, because I'm too big of a Kylo stan to not have the tie. Seems like a bit of a staple in the Kylo decks. Seems that way to me. Craig and Gore, foil Covert Strength. All right, we got a Hunter. We got some Hyperspace base, Hyperbase. We have a Mandalorian. Nice. All right, cool. That's our third Mando, so we are good on that now. So we have a set of Mando. Set of Mando unlocked. I think we only pulled one DJ. I'm trying to think of whatever other legendaries. Oh, we haven't got any Dryden. That's probably okay. I think I don't mind if one of the legendaries I miss is Dryden. That would be all right. We hit plenty of the events. We don't necessarily need to open too many more of the events. Foil Survivor's Gauntlet. Rare? Triple rare packs are sick. Oh, Eric. No, I see what you're doing. I see where you're going, Eric, with that. I get it. Yeah, every pack in Alter is going to feel fun. Altered has a lot of rares in their Kickstarter packs for sure. That's funny. Thank you for that. That was good. I really got a kick out of that. Chewy and foil. This is the way. That was one of your other legends. Oh, Dryden? Dryden, Adam? In your box with the Hyper Endless Legions, you had a Dryden too. That box feels kind of rough, unfortunately. Kind of in the, we have the win some and lose some in card games. That's kind of the lose some category. Unfortunately, Wrecker and foil Guavian. Oh, Adam, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bud. That's not the way. That is not the way, but it is what happens from time to time in our lives. On the plus side, Adam, you opened up a CUR in Grand Archive, so you know what? You got to count your blessings, buddy. Count your blessings before they hatch. That's what I like to say. That's the old slogan. Got a Mando and a Darksaber, though. Okay, that's good. No, I mean, the Darksaber makes up for, like, basically everything in that, actually. We got us a Boba Fett Hyperfett. We got a Hyper Zori. Kind of cool. A Riken. And a Foil Dissident. We got a Han Solo in here. All right. Not feeling a spicy pack here. This is the first copy of Altering the Deal that I've opened. It wasn't until this case. Wow. That's funny. Oh yeah, and you got a showcase in Spark. So yeah, you know what, Adam? I'm sorry to say this, bud, but I think you were like due for a little L at some point, and honestly, that's not the worst L to take in the world. So, that just means that you're just gonna open up some fire again in the future. All right, just look forward to that. This is kind of like I caught how kind of miscut this cartel turncoat is. It's not like insane, but it's noticeably miscut. What is the what is the third legendary likely to be in this box? I don't remember exactly. Ooh, we got a hyperfoil in here. All right. Sundari Peacekeeper, Embo, and a Chaos of War rare, and a hyperfoil Reckless Gunslinger. Not a bad card, actually. It's kind of a sweet card. Yeah, that's right. Tatiana, good quote. Good quote. We love some Vader quotes, right? Kind of top tier. Tobias Beckett and Foil Mercenary Company. Taylor is due for an L. Yeah, maybe. Everyone's due for an L at some point. I'm just hoping we took the L last set. And this set, we're going to get the dub, baby. I believe in the showcase. I'm starting to feel the nerves, though. You know when you get this deep into opening and you're like, really would have liked that in the first half. Would have made me feel pretty chill right now. I'm getting the nerves instead. I'm feeling like could go for a showcase. Could go for it. DJ. All right, cool. Second copy of DJ. Nice. Get that locked down. Get our DJs locked down. Get a Hyper Desperado Freighter. Let's go. The Outrider, but not named Dash Rendar in the Outrider. I'm very curious for when they start to put stuff like Shadows of the Empire or Legends, old Legends stuff like that into the game. It's not going to be anytime soon, but it'll be kind of neat. It'll be kind of nifty when that stuff happens too. I'm all for like canon stuff for a long time, but I'm not going to turn that down either. We got a Ruthlessness, and our Hyperfoil is, oh my god. Where's our Underworld Thug fans? Hyperfoil Underworld Thug. Let's go. There he is. There's that boy. All right, 2 packs left in this box. This box has been very medium. Very medium box. Got a little Cloud. I'm going to put this foil here. Cloud Rider. Cloud Rider followed by Cloud Rider. Followed by Hyper Echo. The Darksaber, the box got way better. Foil DJ, the box got way better. Let's go. I'm sorry I called you mediocre, box. I was premature. Box got way better. You want some Star Killer? Yeah, okay. All right, sure. I don't know. Like, Force Unleashed is maybe some of my less exciting Legends stuff. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but I get it. Ooh, we got a Hyperfoil to end the box off, too. Okay. All right, box got a little upset when I called it mediocre, and it's trying to turn it around. Enterprising Lackeys. Hyperfoil Fenrau. Okay, cool. Not bad. Yeah, okay, that box got better. We are good on DJs. We are good on Mandalorian. We need one more Darksaber to get that play set as well. Yeah, pretty sick. Box ended up being quite sick, to be honest. So that was box number 1 of case number 2 for anyone just joining. No showcase yet, but we're just gonna believe. We have no option but to believe. My garbage bag just keeps acting up. Oh, here's a Hyper Zuckus. I totally missed that too. The question is, how many Hypers will I end up having missed in my packs as well? I feel like I've been a lot better about them this time, but there was just one right there that I missed going through it. So we'll see. Pack number 1, box number 2, case number 2. Gar Saxon off to a good start. Beautiful Spaceman Gar Saxon. Kicking things off, Sundari Peacekeeper. Ooh, we got a Hyperfoil. Got a Hyper Fenrau. We got a Sugi and a Hyperfoil Hrokai Gunship. Well, okay. That's fine. That card exists. It might be better than I'm thinking it is, but Brandon pulled 2 Tridents, 1 Hyperfoil, and a box of 7 total legendary cards. Let's go. Let's go. What a box. Wow. Congratulations. 7 legendary box. That is unparalleled. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. Congratulations. Hyper Nexu. Nexu was a limited all-star, by the way. What a champ. That guy was scary as hell. Let the Wookiee win. More like let the Nexu win. Am I right? Am I right, ladies? Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Karax. Sonara San. Ketsu Onyo. We got... Hey, okay, Michael, I'm good. I got the 3rd silencer. We are golden on that. Even if I don't get a showcase, I gotta be happy. I'm having pulled like most of the legendaries I need so far. Show me the Kylo and Rey, and I just got nothing to complain about. I got nothing to complain about if you show me the Kylo and Rey here too. I'll feel good. All right, uncommons. We got Choose Sides and a foil Skirmisher of the Night Owl clan. What are y'all up to tonight, by the way? I think there's a... I get the feel, because of this just, like, chill stream, there's a lot of people just kind of, like, vibing, you know, with me. Maybe working on something in the background, playing a game or something. What are you up to? Adam, I don't know yet. I was saying this earlier. I don't have a list settled on for tomorrow. At the end of the stream, I have to kind of throw something together quick. I might play Kylo, but I'm not sure. I'm not like sure I figured the build that I want out quite yet. He's just kind of, he can go in multiple directions, and that's pulled me in a couple directions building him. Yeah, I might still just play Kylo because Kylo, if I pull a showcase, let me say this. If I pull a showcase, that's what I'm playing tomorrow. Whatever the showcase is the deck I'm building. Forlom Hyper, Vambrace Flamethrower, and Hyperfoil Dengar. What a bounty hunter pack. Bounty hunters are sticking together here. Adam drinking. Nice. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think that's what Grimlock was saying he was doing earlier too. All right. All right. No hypers here, probably. Just did a slight update to Yellow Pal. Patrick ripping packs also. Love to hear it. Good luck on your pulls, Patrick. We got an Effant Mon and a foil outflank. I love the ripping with me. That is really fun. If I were not doing the live stream, I would also be ripping with someone's live stream. Agreed completely. Brandon, same thing. Just not streaming and only a couple of boxes. Yeah, I know. I'm insane. This is not a recommended thing to do. Opening this many. Especially when you have showcase luck like mine. Like maybe if you had really good showcase luck. We have a hyperfoil in here. This is the way Quill, Craig and Gore, and Hyperfoil Hunter of the Haxian Brood. Yeah, like if your showcase luck is I always open showcases, then yeah, you know what? Probably works out. Mostly Mark 3s. Mark 3, is that the Mark 3? I'm trying to think of what the Mark 3 is. Brenda having the background as you're putting the Jabba deck in sleeves. Nice, nice. Oh, speaking of Jabba, yo, look, it's Jabba right there as you said that. That's awesome. Very good, very exciting. Good luck with your Jabba deck. I hope it performs super well. I hope you throw people into the Rancor pit and have a fun time. Mandalorian, yep, this makes sense. This makes sense. So I think we can, we have foil at rare imprisoned here too. I think that means we expect DJ. I think we expect DJ potentially as the third legendary. It also could be, I think, the legendary on the other side of Silencer or Mando of these two. I don't remember the exact sequence. It might have not been 100% either. Bazine Natal and Foil Cloud Rider. Getting lots of Cloud Riders. He's like, you build an Earth ship out of bulk from Holy Games. Yeah, I believe me. I feel that way too. I got a big cleanup day planned here to kind of get things organized again. It gets out of control very fast down here in the main deck studio because there's too much coming out and I got videos to make and full-time job and yeah, gets out of control, man. It's tough to keep tough to keep under control. Starter Sentinel Command Villainy for 3. Starter Sentinel. Oh, Mark 3 Death Trooper. Mark 3 Death Trooper. Okay. Ooh, we got, okay. All right. All right. Hyper Kylo. I like the Hyper Kylo. That's very cool. It is not showcase, but it is beautiful. I like it. I'm not going to argue with it. Hyper Reputable Hunter. You know what's funny is that this Hunter might be more reputable than Hunter from the Bad Batch. It's food for thought. Who's more reputable between the two? I guess it depends on who you're talking to. Wrecker. Look, a little Bad Batch pack. We got Hunter and Wrecker. Great. Well, nonetheless, yeah, okay, yeah, as long as you have fun, man. As long as you have fun. That is the key thing. That is the most important thing to do. We're not playing the stock market here, you know. We're just trying to have fun. We're just trying to enjoy ourselves. Just trying to have fun with Star Wars pictures in front of us. So, as long as you're doing that. Adam, you can help organize? God, we might need that, actually. At some point. There's Kylo. Okay, Kylo is tempting me, man. He's teasing me. He's teasing me with his presence. Oh, please, please. That would be so amazing. It would be unbelievable. This is box number 2. We still have 4 boxes after this if we do not find a showcase. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. You can hear the faith wavering in my voice, though. You can hear it. It starts to feel that way. There's our second altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. And no bargain. That's kind of funny, seeing those two one after another. There aren't that many villainy cards, like solo villainy cards in the set, so kind of funny to see. Cost will be commons and uncommons. That seems fair to me. Wish they have foiled the Hyperspace Basic Hero 2. Yeah, and Peterson, I feel that. I would like them to have hyper foils of the leaders as well. I think it's interesting that they don't do that, but I actually want them to do that maybe only after they've gotten their printing down to be able to foil both sides. They need to figure out how to make the printing work so that they can foil both sides, because right now they can't, and that is sad. This is like a 4 uncommon pack. I think I got an extra uncommon in there. Keeping the treasure hunting rush going and start to organize them. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Keep the rush. Keep the rush. I feel that. I haven't completely lost faith yet, okay? I'm just, you know, there's still plenty of boxes, but it's just we're on the other side of things and it's starting to feel less likely. But we do have a hyperfoil in this pack. It's behind the Chaos of War. It is rich reward. It is not very exciting. Okay. That's a card. Yeah, I do like it that the pre-release promos have it now. That's cool. The pre-release promos previously were not, because they did hyper non-foil as their like early promos for the game. And so they had different art for Luke and Vader with foil on one side. But like now we just need them to get hyper foil on both sides for the leaders. That would be the ultimate step up for those. Foil Kira and Tobias. That's kind of funny. Just, you know, thematic. Very thematic. Come on, come on. Come on, baby. We're looking for it now. We're itching for it. We have an itch for a showcase. Cobb Vanth, Foil Reckless. Don't give up yet. I haven't given up yet. I haven't given up. I haven't given up hope. I've got a slight quiver in my voice. Or quaver? Okay. Got a hyper rule with respect. That's nice. And our DJ. There's our DJ. All right. Cool. And a foil foundling. Hyper rule with respect is pretty interesting. I don't know if that card's good yet. Okay, Gar. Gar, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Deliver us. Deliver us the goods. Not a hyperfoil Leggy either. You know? Like, I don't know, man. That'd be nice to see too. Something. Foil look the other way. Ray. We have a hyperfoil here. I think it's maybe a lame card. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's like I feel like the cards where the artwork, there's just like isn't a lot of detail in the artwork on the sides. Those are sometimes, yo, Darksaber too. All right. Okay, well, we got 3 Darksaber now. And hyperfoil swoop down. Okay, we got a rare. Hyperfoil rare. Nice. There we go. All right, we still have 2 packs left in this box too. This box did work out though. I mean, Mando, Darksaber, Kylo's TIE Silencer, Rule with Respect, DJ. I mean, yeah, none of this stuff's... I mean, the Rule is the worst card probably in the batch. But it's still kind of interesting. It could potentially be good. Armed to the Teeth, Forlom, Commission, Ruthlessness, and Foil Chrysanthemum. Last pack in box number 2. Nick, 1 case so far. On box 2, playset of Second Chance already. Oh, 1 case. You got 1 case. You're on box 2. And you already have a playset of Second Chance. I have got no Second Chance so far. I'm okay if it stays that way. I'm sorry for your second chances. Hey, you know what though, Nick? There's always a second chance. I had to say it. Hondo Hyper. Hondo Hyper. Armorer. Ketsu, Enfys, Enterprising Lackeys, and a foil Desperate Attack. All right, that is box number 2. Second to last pack. Once again, it came together with the little Darksaber action popping off here, which is pretty nice. There we go. There the Darksaber, DJ Mando, Kylo's, Kai Tai's Los Tolo, Kylo's TIE Silencer, and a Hyper Rule with Respect. Filling out playsets of things. All right. Playset of Rey. Playset of Kylo. Those are the ones I'm missing that I want the most. Oh, and Poe. And Poe. Poe. We got to hit Poe. We got to hit Poe. I keep forgetting about him, but we got to hit the Poe. Get that, like, Poe and Rey, I think, are two for in a box, right? I think that's a possibility. I think you get those two together with some dumb event or something. Adam, second chance lets you replay a unit after it dies that phase. It's an upgrade that when that unit dies, you get to replay it for free that phase. So do not take initiative if your opponent can still kill it. If I recall, I believe that's the wording. If I'm wrong, someone should definitely correct me. Start with the tech and a ruthless assassin. Box number 3. Kylo Silencer. Silo's Kai Tylencer. I actually said that worse than I tried to. Silo's Kai Tylencer. Wow, that's wild. I get a kick out of make myself laugh too much sometimes, honestly. We have a Take Captive, Hyper, Commission. We have a Maul. Okay, good. We're starting to get a little worried that we weren't going to see our set of Maul here either, but there we go. I think that's our set of Maul. Silo's Kai Tylencer. Well, let's get a Dope Hammer in here also if we can. That would be pretty cool. And I mean, if I'm going to get extra legendaries, I'm not going to turn down more Crate Dragons. Unrefusable Offer. I'm not sure I've even opened many of these, and that's maybe a shame because that card is getting a lot of attention. Foil New Adventure is kind of cool. But maybe they're all in these last 4 boxes. Might just have to do a few little swappies to finish off sets of rares. Potentially. Potentially. We'll see. We got a Final Showdown. I think that's a good sign. I think that might be a good sign. Unfortunately, I sorted my cards earlier. Drugan Krat. Yeah, we need a Drugan. Hoping to see a Drugan here. Hyper Han. Hyper Science Facility. I feel like Final Showdown might have been the event, the dumb event that came with Poe and Rey. And if that's the case, that's pretty cool. Rokai. We got a Dr. Pershing. Resourceful Pursuers. Yo! Nope. All right. I thought maybe. I thought maybe in that one we had it. Jango Fett and Foil Bazine Natal. I feel like I've gotten multiple, like 3 or more Foil Bazine Natals already. I just keep getting those ones foil. Can't you just give me like a Foil Maul or something? Please? Like, please? Packs? We got Architens and a Foil Corona. My Corona. All right, y'all. Are we going to do it in this box? Are we going to get anything sweet here? Again, whatever showcase I get, I will build and play in locals tomorrow. If I can get one. If I don't get a showcase, I'm not playing in locals. I'm just kidding. I still will. It'll just be with a Hyper instead. Jabba. We got a Hyper Rich Reward. We got a Stolen Land Speeder. It's, by the way, it's so ridiculous to me that the way that they worded this card, the way that it works in the rules, is that Han kills this thing before he gets to steal it. Considering He starts off the movie stealing a land speeder. It's like the one he stole in the movie. I don't understand how that happened. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's improper. I wish they worded the card differently, but you know what? That's just how it is. That is how it is. If you Han out your stolen land speeder, it just dies. That's the end of story. I guess the only Han that can steal a stolen land speeder is going to be Big Han. Big boy Han. Old Han. I hope you play those Kylos to Logos if I don't get a showcase. Yeah, I still will. I might still just play. I mean, I'm going to play Kylo at some point. I'm just not sure if it's tomorrow or not because I don't know if I will be able. Really, it's going to come down to if I have the ability, sort of the time to settle on my build for Kylo tonight. I don't want to take too long. Like I said, I just want to throw. Whoa, okay, yo, this pack is kind of good. We got a Hyper Poe. We got our set of Poe. Let's go. Hyper Poe. It looks as good as I thought it would, too. Oh, that's great. Awesome. And we got Rey. And we got a Hyperfoil Desperado Freighter. We got our Poe and Rey in the same pack. Let's go. All right, sets are done, baby. Nice. Beautiful. Still no Dryden Voss or Second Chance. And if we're going to miss legendaries, we're okay with that. Kylo leading off the next pack. And Adam, no, I was joking. I'm still going to play in locals, buddy. You still gotta beat me. Which you have done. Foil Timely. I think that's the second Foil Timely. That's nice. All right. Yeah. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. All right. We got a Client. We got a Kira and a Foil Echo. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, that was very exciting. It's nice. It's nice to get them in the same pack there, too. Just deliver me the cards I'm looking for. Please, please and thank you. I've had a lot of fun opening these. I am getting to the stage where I just want to see the cards I was hoping to open. And then, you know, and then just be able to just kind of crack stuff for fun. And not care about what the results are. Come on, come on, come on. Gar, yo, what up, Gar? My boy. Gar's my boy. I always feel like he should bring me something good. I don't think he usually does, but you know what? I'm not gonna like lose my faith in Gar, you know? I wouldn't lose my faith in Gar. Okay. What does this pack have? Not a showcase. Not a showcase. Hyper Rivals Fall. That looks nice. It's pretty cool. Palpatine's Return and a foil General Riken. We got a hyper foil here. We got a hyper foil. All right. Can we get something hyper juicy here? It is red. That's all I know. It is red. Echo, we got a hyper enforced loyalty. Trying to take this card. We got a Xanadu Blood. All right, shall we tease this? Space? No, it's Cripple Authority. All right, it's Cripple Authority. Not too exciting, not too exciting. Ah, well. You see a red hyperfoil and it's like, that could be gas. Could be absolute gas. Okay, we got another hyperfoil here. There are commons out of here. Resourceful Pursuers. Collect some chain codes. We got a Queel. We're still due for, I believe, we're likely for one more legendary, regular legendary in this box. It's not evidence of the crime. It's a Weequay Pirate Gang Hyperfoil. It's the second one of those we got, I believe. Really just hitting that part of the Hyperfoil sheet. Would love if it would give me the part with the L's on it, but that's okay. That's okay. Rich reward. Our rich reward is just being able to hang out with you guys and crack some packs. We got Given to Your Anger and Foil Hunter of the Haxian Brood. Adam, is there new C3OP packs for Shadows? Nope, there are new, or yeah, sorry. I answered that poorly. Yes, there are new C3OP packs for Shadows. As you are at our LGS, we do have them. LGSs should have them across the world, though. They should be available, although apparently some places still haven't gotten their product in. Which is a darn tootin' shame. And I hope they get that figured out. There's our other L. It's Rule with Respect. Okay, so this is Ray, Rule with Respect, Final Showdown. Thankfully, we got the Hyper Poe to bring things together in this box. We got a Hondo. Could we get another... Would it be greedy to ask for another 4 legendary box here, though? Would I be? I think yes. I think yes, I would be greedy to ask for that. We got 3 more packs in the box, though. But maybe if I start asking for a 4th legendary, it'll give me a showcase instead. We got a Lando. All right, we have Maz Kanata and a foil. Nexu of the Hunt. Hunting Nexu. 2 packs left in box. This is box number 3. We do still have 3 boxes left after this for the possibility of something shiny and beautiful. At this point, if I get it, I will actually freak out because I don't believe it's going to happen. I've lost a lot of faith in this, but it could still happen. It still could happen. The client, we got a Migs and a foil wrecker is pretty cool though. Not a bad foil to get. Nice. So there's that box. That one Ray pack really saved the box. Getting Ray and Kylo there. Alrighty. Or Ray and Poe. I said Kylo. I meant Poe. Let me get these things put away. No, we are not hitting. We're not hitting the goal of 11. We're going after, unfortunately. I'm here for the later night viewers then. So if you're just joining us, we got 3 boxes to go still. I'm just cleaning up after box 3 of case 2. Box 3 of case 2 was a fine box. That Poe really helped. Hyper Poe helped a lot. But we have not pulled a showcase yet. We are really, really hoping that we find one out of 2 cases. The odds are there. The odds are there to get one. It's more likely than not. It's all shiny and beautiful. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I still will enjoy playing the game. Thankfully, this time, we were able to hold back a lot of booster packs for prizes for hopefully the whole season at our LGS. So if I don't get a showcase today, hey, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. This is box number 4. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining us, or if you're just tuning back in after lurking for a while or doing something else. We're on box number 4 of case number 2. We're starting off with our boy. This is it. Hyper Gar. He's here. He's got a spaceman suit on. He's going to bring us over to our showcase. Dr. Evazan. Foil Public Enemy. At this point, it's just going to... If we get a showcase, it will just be a showcase Gar. Which I'm actually not going to complain about either. I don't really care about the character, unfortunately. But the way he plays seems pretty fun. I would probably enjoy playing that still. Alright. Sugi and Foil Street Gang Recruiter. Yo, it's Gar Saxon again. What up, Gar? Hyper Smugglers Starfighter. We got a Hyperfoil in here. We got a Hyperfoil. Okay, come on. We get like a Leggy here. We got a rare Heroic Resolve. And a Hyperfoil Protector of the Throne. Alright. That's fine. Last 3 boxes, huh? Last 3. I feel like this is the one. If we're gonna get it. This is where it should be. This is the way. You know? I feel like this is the way. Got a foil L337 and a Let the Wookiee Win. Ha! Cad Bane. Mr. Bane. Inspiring Mentor and a foil IG-11. Okay, come on. Come on. Showcase. No. Cad Bane. Just Cad Bane again. How's my guy? How's Nick doing? How's my guy Nick doing on pulls there? Nick, have you managed to get the spice yet? And you didn't, and you were keeping it a secret, so I didn't feel bad. It's very nice of you, if that's the case. But foil take captive. I would love to hear how Nick's pulls are doing as well. Heard from Brandon a little bit ago. Raymond, yo, welcome. Just want to say good luck. You managed 3 showcases. You did what? You did what? 3 showcases out of 1 case? Raymond, how did you do that? How did you even... Ray Hunter and Gar Saxon? What the... Alright, well, you know, I guess that makes me feel like there's still a chance. Thank you for the wish of good luck. It has not been going that well. Oh my goodness. Can you guys imagine if that were the stream? The stream would be absolutely out of control hype if that were what happened to me here. Holy cow, that would be insane. Wow, congratulations, Raymond. That's like a once in a lifetime case opening. Unbelievable. Hey, Gar, it's our boy. Wow, congratulations, man. That's crazy. That is just absolutely nuts. Great Dragon. Finally, we got a legendary in here. Let's go. All right, and we're gonna, you know what? Getting extra crate dragons, though, like, we cannot complain. We cannot complain. Get enough extra crate dragons, you can just trade for a showcase. You know what I mean? Like, for real. That's, enough crate dragons just equals showcase, so. That's kind of how I dealt with it last set, too. I ended up trading a bunch of, like, good legendaries and stuff for a showcase Leia, which was pretty exciting. Omega and Kragan Gore. Well, at least we're getting the Crady boy. With this little sentimental music in the background. So we're having kind of a sentimental experience together, don't you all think? I feel like we're having a special night. Foil Wanted Insurgents. Beautiful. Get this, use your luck up for the year, I'll say. But I hope you continue to get showcase. I hope you get showcases in set 3 also. I hope you get 4 showcases in 1 case in set 3, Raymond. Why stop at 3, you know? There's no reason you have to stop at 3. Hot shot. The hot shot. I just kind of want to know what it feels like to open up a showcase. I've seen it happen kind of, but like I wasn't paying attention each time. So I don't really get the, I don't get the feel myself. I would love to know how it feels in your hands. Like, does it feel nice in your hands? Raymond, does it feel nice in your hands to open up three showcases in one case of, how is this even, I can't even believe it. I will not be able to believe that for the rest of the night, I think. Marauder and a foil Zuckus. The Zuck. Foil the Zuck. Does it feel like a Hyper Han, or does it feel better than that? I assume it feels better than a Hyper Han. Hyper Rickety Quad Jumper. That's Chewbacca. He's your boy. He's in a pit. Can I describe the pile to someone who doesn't play SWU? I sure can. This pile is anything rare. So if it is a rare, hyper rare, or foil rare, it goes in here. Or hyper foil rare. If it's rare, it goes here. I will sort those out, and I will use those cards when I'm playing, so that's why they're there. This is legendaries of any kind. Same thing. Foil legendary, rare, regular legendary, hyper foil legendary, all in here. This is hyper commons and uncommons. This is foil commons and uncommons. And then this is hyper foil commons and uncommons, probably. I'm not going to lie, there might be rares hiding in some of those piles because I'm not always great about it. Down here, commons, uncommons, and then I just keep our current legendaries separated from the pile of legendaries because it lets me see, where we're at in the box, how the box is doing at a glance. Legendaries are about 3 per box. So sometimes you get 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. It just depends on if you hit like foil or hypers of them sometimes. And then up here, I actually have a sleeve set aside, and that's where I would put my showcase if I had one. So we'll see. Maybe that'll get filled before the end of the night. Or maybe not. Yeah, Han Solo. Han Solo. We got Hyper, Riken, Boba Fett's armor, and foil Criminal Muscle. Hondo. No hypers here, it appears. Do have one in the uncommons. It's a Cassian. It's a Poe. It's the Crate Poe box. It's the Crate Poe box, everyone. This is the spicy legendary box. This is a legendary, the set of regular legendaries you want to see in your box. So we are happy about that. We are getting extras of Crate and Poe. Those are the ones to get the extras of right now. Beautiful stuff. You do love to see it. Chaos of War and a foil Vambrace flamethrower. Yeah, Raymond, I can't even imagine, man. What am I excited for in Twin Suns with the new set? I think it's really cool that Rey and Finn work really well together. I think that's really fun. So that's really neat. I wish you could play Rey and Kylo as leaders together yet, but you can't, sadly. I think it's also really cool that you can do Han and Han. So I assume we're going to see people doing that. It's kind of fun. But I really have to sit down and think about it a little more. I haven't thought about it too much. Triple Dark Raid and Hyperfoil Follower of the Way, number 2. Second Hyperfoil of that. Really setting me up for that Gar Saxon. I feel like it's setting me up for the Gar Saxon showcase. You know? I feel like that's... Oh, I think I think we hit the end of our playlist here. Hang on a sec. Fixing. I keep misclicking. I'm sorry. I have terrible aim. Just ask my back when I was playing Overwatch. Ask my teammates. Let's just do some lo-fi, I guess. I think that'll probably be good. Where is that here? Here we go. Some lo-fi hip hop. Some beats to study and relax to. Just instrumentals, please. All right. There we go. Alrighty. We're back. No crates in the case, but you did get in the last box. Okay, nice. Yeah, I would love to see a picture of that, man. That's crazy. I can't believe that. So nuts. We got a hyperfoil here. Starting off with a Ray. We got a Hyper Black Sun Starfighter. Hyperfoil pack, though. What is going to be our hyperfoil tonight? It is, we have a Tarful Rare, and we have a, no way! Yo, okay. All right. Yo, if you're not going to give me a showcase, that's fine. This is fine. I'll take it. I will take Hyperfoil Crate Dragon in the same box as Crate Dragon and Poe Dameron. Are you kidding me? What on earth? Holy cow. All right, this box is fighting. This box is not fighting. This box is secured. Best box that we've got tonight. Unless we get a showcase. The only thing that can beat Hyperfoil Crate Dragon is a showcase. Baby. The Drugan Crit. Yeah, let's go. Wow. Okay. All right, box. I see you, baby. I see you. Fair enough, man. Like, yeah. Okay. We're good. I finally got a Hyperfoil Legendary. And if you're going to get one Hyperfoil Legendary, if you're going to get just one, that's it. That is the one. Kristen, yes. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I didn't even, like, just for people who haven't seen, it's a beautiful Hyperfoil. Just call me Lisan Al-Gaib, baby. We got the foil Shai Hulud. Wow. Okay. Top target hyper. Foil fell the dragon. Nice. Kind of funny. Adam, no. I actually, so the music, I appreciate that. But the music that I play Epidemic Sound because I have the subscription to it, and my videos will not ever get copyright claimed with Epidemic Sound. So that is a big thing as a content creator. You have to kind of work around sometimes, and I really appreciate the peace of mind that it gives me. If anyone else is looking to be a content creator, I do have an affiliate link. I've no one's I'd ever used it for Epidemic Sound. It would give me like a free month if you used it too, but I do really like Epidemic Sound. It's a really good service. Very happy with it. I've used other services that I've gotten copyright strikes from. I've never gotten it from Epidemic Sound ever. It's been very, very good. So yeah, I just put on whatever playlist they have. They have a good range of stuff. Lots of options. There should have been one more legendary in the box. It was Endless Legions. So there we go. Foil, Black Sun Starfighter. Okay, best box. Best box, chat. Best box. No doubt about that. There it is. I will. Okay, hang on. I will get. I have my sleeve for the showcase set aside, but I'll grab a different one for this cratey boy. Yeah, sure. It would have been great with that pack. I agree. Get our little cratey boy sleeved up there. Eric would be all in for new Dune TCG. I wouldn't have been before the recent movies, because I had no idea. I didn't know anything about Dune, basically. I knew my Dune knowledge was limited. This is maybe ridiculous. My Dune knowledge was limited to the sights and sounds I heard as about a 9-year-old playing the RTS Dune off of MS-DOS on my brother's computer. Well, it's the family computer that my brother mostly set up and everything. So I knew there were worms. I knew about the Harkonnen, and they were kind of gross-looking dudes, and I didn't like them. They were bad. And I knew there was an Eagle faction. I knew some dumb stuff like that. Like nothing real, right? But it's just the stuff you take in as a 9-year-old who doesn't... Well, it was someone with my memory, too. I don't remember, like, anything from my childhood, so... but now that I've seen the recent movies and have greatly enjoyed them, yeah, that'd be rad. You know what? I would have a hard time. Actually, if I think about it seriously, and there were like new Dune TCGs coming out, I would have a hard time resisting picking some up and playing some. Popcorn Bucket is about my knowledge of Dune. Adam, you didn't go see Dune? You didn't see the Villeneuve Dune movies? What on earth were you doing? Just go watch them. Go watch them on whatever streaming service they're on. Come on, man. It's good. It's fun. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. This is box number 11, by the way. Box number 11 of the night. Case 2, box 5. King Okaze. It was looking a little dismal. We haven't gotten a showcase still, but the last box was absolute fire. The top foil, hyperfoil hit, and a copy of it's the most expensive legendary, second most expensive legendary, and then the hyperfoil version of the most expensive legendary. So the last box was really bringing the fire. We have 2 boxes left. We still could get a showcase if we're extremely lucky, but it's not going to be this pack. I assure you that one. But yeah, I don't know. Hyper showcases just don't come to me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Eric. Yes, you know what? I don't know how to pronounce the name. I apologize. Absolutely. I'll take the L on that one. I pronounced it wrong. I will at some point go look up how to pronounce it correctly. I flipped letters around. Fair enough, though. You got me. I'll take the L on that one. What do the showcases look like? They look like this. They don't look like that. It was worth a go. They are leaders. They have a special high reflection foiling on them. They have alternate art. If they're Kylo Ren, they look like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. I'm hoping desperately to get one, especially if it were Kylo Ren. This would be the greatest stream I've ever done. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. We got a Sci-Fi Channel miniseries fan. Okay, yeah, like I haven't watched anything but the new movies. I've seen clips of the 80s movie, which is pretty funny to watch in comparison, but I really appreciate like Patrick Stewart as what's his name? It's pretty cool. Finalizer. What's up, Finalizer? Did not need that, but okay. You know, yeah, you gotta understand, Eric, like down here in the US, like you guys are all multicultural in Canada. In the US, we're just garbage. If anything is not American English, and even when it is American English, we got no clue. So you have to give us a little bit of grace here. We don't know what we're doing. We were not raised right. That's the problem. Did I put commons in the... What am I doing? Oh my god. We got Tech and a Hawk. Have they announced any full art cards? Well, yeah, you get Hyperspace cards all the time. Like these are... You know, these are very common in packs. Here's a Hyper Leader. Here's Hyper Cad Bane. Here's a Hyper Base. They're very common. As you can see, I'll open a pack with like 3 of them. Maybe just 2. Just 2 this time, it looks like. We got a Dr. Pershing and a foil Sugi. Another rare. Double rare pack. Past my bedtime? No. That's not true. Not yet. Look the other way, Hyper. We got a Kraken Gore and a full Cloud Rider. Oh, where the text is on the top end. Okay, yeah. So those are events. Events and upgrades have different layouts. So it's like you know, sorceries. If sorceries had different layouts in Magic, or King Okazu, what's whatever. I'm sure you should know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they just have different layouts so that they kind of look different in your hand. We have a hyperfoil in here. We have a hyperfoil. Hyperfoil. Okay, we got a Tarful. Hyper Tarful. This is a triple legend, or this may be a triple rare, triple legendary pack. We'll see. Hyper Tarful. We got Evacuate legendary. That's good. That finishes my playset of that. And we got a, it's triple rare legendary pack. Yeah, okay. We got a Hyperfoil rare Legal Authority. Nice. No, my bedtime isn't 11. Well, actually, if you ask my wife, maybe it's supposed to be. I try to be in bed around midnight. I don't succeed that often. Midnight Repairs. This wrecked me one game at the pre-release. This was like an off-aspect card he was playing. This was Ryan, who was my one loss at the pre-releases. And he used it to heal his leader Ray, who I was trying to build up damage on, and another unit of his. And I just, yeah, then I just lost after that. It was really good. Healing 8 damage from among units is like pretty crazy. Kind of another, I think that's another one of those double aspect blue cards that's going to get underrated until you like actually play with it. And you're like, oh, wait, actually though, this does a lot of work. Architans and Foil Rokai. Yeah, that's the foil version. The Hyperfoil is worth more than that, too. The Hyperspace foil is the one that is pretty crazy, which is the one we opened. I haven't checked since pre-launch, but, you know, it was going for obviously a crazy amount then. It maybe has gone down a bit. Ooh, we got something interesting. Sub Hyperfoil in the back. We got a Hyperfoil. Hyperfoil. It could be cool. Could be cool. Headhunting. Our rare is... Ooh, the Supreme Leader Snoke. I think I needed one more of those too, so that's great. And it's our third Hyperfoil modded cohort. We have a playset. Let's go. We are ready for Boba Fett Heroism deck. Gonna be popping off with Hyperfoil modded cohorts. Let's go. Bo-Katan. If we have a showcase, man, it's going down to the very last box, I feel. I feel like it's going all the way down there. We won't know until the end. Foil Spark of Hope and a Stolen Land Speeder. I did not hear that about the enchantments, Tatiana. That's interesting. I didn't really hear that. That's cool. I mean, I've seen some stuff about Duskborn, but I didn't look super close yet. So I wonder if they're starting in there, and I just need to take a peek-see at that. It's kind of interesting though. Wrecker and Foil Falcon. Play a deck that featured R2-D2 and their pot. Yeah, R2-D2 is a pretty sweet early game play. He's got really good stats for his cost. And a good effect for his cost. He's good. Yeah, he's good. And he's really sick in Rey now. Rey and R2-D2 are like a really awesome combo because she can just buff him the hell up. And he can just go to town. Go to town. We got a Bounty Hunter's Quarry Hyper. We got a Kira and a Foil Smuggler's Aid. One away from a playset of DJ and Kylo. Ooh, nice. I still got to find my Kylo here. I hope we both get to finish those off. Kira. Hyper. Hyper Kira. Cripple Authorities stuff. General Riken. Foil Cloud Car. Enchantment frames are now all going to be mixed frame. Okay. That's probably a good idea. I can get behind that. I like cards looking a little different. I like the I like the feel that it gives the deck when your deck is like focused on enchantments and you have all those like Nyx frames in there. It feels good. I like that. And it kind of makes sense too, because it's weird that they only put those starry Nyx frames on enchantment creatures, and it was like, this is so you notice that it's an enchantment, but the enchantments didn't have it. That didn't make any sense actually when you say that. So yeah, good change. It will make a lot more sense now. Grey Squadron Y-Wing. Hyper. Survivor's Gauntlet and a foil rare wild Rancor. After the last box, this box is just kind of, it's just vibing. It's over here chilling. Fennec Shand. It's like, no, you already got your good stuff, man. You're fine. Give you a little dud box to make up for it. King, General Grievous, not yet, but likely next set. Next set is called Twilight of the Republic. It is very likely to feature General Grievous. We've already seen Darth Maul and Asajj Ventress in it, so we will probably see more of our Sith friends from the time of the Jedi Knights. Ha! Come on, Ray. You could be a showcase, though. I would be cool with that. Ooh, there's a hyperfoil in here. We have a hyperfoil. We have a hyperfoil. We have a Given to Your Anger and then a hyperfoil surprise strike. All right. You know what? It's a reprint, but it's a very playable card. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take my hyperfoil surprise strike, and I'm going to like it. Let's go. King, it's totally possible. They have said that Legends content is on the table at some point as well. Old Republic is available. It's probably going to be a while. There's a lot of canon content to get through. But yeah, certainly could happen. They definitely will. In fact, King, they already have included video game characters. Set 1 had Iden Versio and the Inferno Squad from Battlefield or Battlefront. So that's yeah, already done. Way ahead of you, buddy. Video games, comics. That's all good too. It's unlimited, bro. Star Wars Unlimited. It doesn't say Star Wars. Does it say Star Wars Limited on the packs? Let me see. Is it the card back? Does that say Star Wars Limited? Nah. It's unlimited, baby. You can get it all. Whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. Enterprising Lackeys. Desperate Attack. Yeah, this box was dead. This box was super, super dead. After the last box, it's fair. What's up, Gar? We are going to the final box, everyone. If we get a showcase, it's in there. If we don't get a showcase in there, we're done. We're not getting a showcase. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. Triple rare pack to close it off, at least. But yeah, that's yep. That was that box. A perfect final box for me would include a showcase and one Kylo Ren legendary. Battle Wagon. You just hopped on. Welcome. This is Ryan. I've been talking about you all night. I've been talking you up. I've been gassing you up all night because you beat me at the pre-release, and I was talking about your content. I mentioned your channel. As far as notable hits, we're on the final box of the night. We do not have a showcase. We did get this bad boy. Sorry, it's in a matte sleeve. This is foil. I just had matte sleeves near me, but there you go. Now you can see. So we got that. This, Ryan, look at this box. This was the box. That's without a showcase. Outside of a showcase, that's about as good as it gets. But we've had some other quite good boxes too. We have extras of Poe Damerons and Crate Dragons. We have no copies of Second Chance or Dryden. So we're kind of like, even if we don't hit a showcase, we are on the high end of the legendary hits. But it's time. It's very hard to live up to that box. I agree entirely. Yeah, King, man, they could totally just do like an Old Republic set at some point, and it could be sick as hell. All right, let's see if we can take this home. If we get a showcase, this goes down in history. It does. It's just how it works. Detention Block Rescue Hyperfoil, Dr. Evazan, regular. You got a 6L box today. Nice. I think we got a 5 earlier. I think 5 was the best we got. 6 is insane. I heard one person who got a 7. It's the only one I've heard that's better than 6. That's awesome, though. That's great. All right. We have a Hyper Lady Proxima. Ooh, baby. Waifu. Waifu card, everyone. There she is. All right. We got a Sugi and a Principled Outlaw foil. Come on, Kylo. Come on, Kylo. I just want to see my Kylo, baby. I want to see my Kylo boy, my Hyper Kylo. Or, not Hyper Kylo, just my regular Kylo. I just want to see a legendary Kylo of some kind, so I have my set. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to put a set in a deck when I don't have a set of it. We got a Heroic Resolve and a foil Adelphi Patrol Wing. Oh, they got waifus. They got him. Look. Absolute waifu, bro. Lady Proxima. If that's not a waifu, I don't know what is. Yeah. Gar Saxon. If Lady Proxima is a waifu, Gar Saxon kind of a husbando, right? Pretty sure. I think that's how that works. We got Let the Wookiee Win and Brutal Traditions foil. 4 copies of the Dryden Second Chance Darksaber box. The one box I have managed to avoid this entire time. Maybe up until now. I'm so sorry to hear that, though, Raymond. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. That said, I think you did okay. I think you did fine still. But, yeah, you know. We all want to have it all. Like, I get it. This is a 4 hyper pack, by the way. The 4 hyper packs are fun. Hyper Endless Legions, okay. And foil Mando, okay. Okay. We're kicking off some juice here. Those are both extra L's in this box. This is possibly a 5L box then. That's hot. That's to quote the great Will Smith. Hondo. We might have an L box to end the stream here with a nice L box. Not the bad L, the good L. A W box full of L's. Right? We got to keep that straight. Wild Rancor. Hyperfoil, no bargain. Our second one of those, actually. We got 2 of these Hyperfoil. That's kind of fun. Kind of fun. Trying to go through the main storyline, and then no, King, they're going all over the place. They start off with the Galactic Civil War, but that didn't stop them from including dudes like Mace Windu and stuff in there. And then second pack of Shadows of the Galaxy. This is Mandalorian, Bad Batch, part of the sequel trilogy. Some like solo movie. That's what I'm trying to think. Solo movie. So like a bunch of just random stuff. There's still other random stuff in here. Set 3 is going to be prequel trilogy nonsense, but they've set a precedent now where they are not limited strictly by where they're at in like the storyline. They can just kind of print whatever they want, but there's always going to be some general themes to what they're printing. So, you know, at any point they could go to any part of the story. It's just likely that they're going to do canon stuff mostly for a while before they kind of go to Legends, you know. We got Omega Hyper. Nice. We got a Crate Dragon. We got another Crate Dragon box, baby. Okay. All right. All right. We don't complain. We don't. We're not complainers here. Yeah, King, it's just like a limited, bro. It's like they just kind of, the theme is there. It's pretty strong, but that doesn't stop them. There's nothing that stops them from putting whatever they feel like in the set. If it makes sense mechanically or something, you know, they can do it. We got Omega. We got foil Migs, hyper foil Migs. Excuse me. Very cool. Gonna go great in my Kylo deck. I like it. I'm a fan. Pod racing on the way, baby, I'm sure. Showcase CAD and 17 L's across 4 boxes from Obsidian. Nice. 4 boxes? You're looking at average typically of 12 to like 16 would be the high end. So 17 is very good. 17 is great to hear. And then the showcase too. You love to see it. Love it. Congratulations, Obsidian. That's awesome. Loving the main deck Discord members hanging out here tonight too. Welcome. If you've been lurking, chatting now, either way, thanks for showing up. We're right at the end here. This is the final box. We have opened no showcases, but frankly, at this point, an absurd number of Crate Dragons. Joe's for dinner. Yeah, I'm in. Lego Star Wars. It could happen. I don't think that's out of the question. Hyper timely. That's nice. We got Effentmon. Effentmon. We're blessed by the double Effentmon pack. Double Effentmon. 2 rares. 2 Mons. So I think because we saw Crate Dragon, I don't think we see Kylo unless we happen to get crazy lucky on like a hyper foil Kylo hit or something. But I think I might be trading for my final Kylo, which is okay. I can make do with that. I can make do with it. Foil rickety. I hope they put in pod racing at some point, and I hope it's just stupid. I love it. That would be amazing. Where are the hypers? Where are the hypers at? Marauder and Foil Clan Challengers. Crate Dragon box again, though. Wow. You don't have to hit a showcase to be doing all right. It helps, but you don't have to. We have a Hyperfoil here. It's behind the Chewy. It's a Hyperfoil Sundari Peacekeeper. Pretty sweet stats and abilities on this thing. Pretty obnoxious, gigantic card. All right, we got Hondo, baby. Our boy, our good friend Hondo. We got Hyper Jabba's Rancor, Pre-Vizsla, and Foil Chain Code Collector. We're getting low, everyone, on our last box. I don't know. I'm not feeling the showcase here, everyone. I think we're missing the showcase again. I think we're missing it. After 10 boxes and 1 decent trade, I'm 9 legendary short of my playset. Yeah, that sounds about right. That does sound right. And it really comes down to how lucky you get on which L's you hit. So, we've been pretty good, fortunately. So I think my trading would be pretty easy to get what I need. Where are the hypers? Am I just missing them? Like, where are they? I just stopped getting hypers. The hypers are gone. We have Poe! Yo, nice. Yep, it's the Crate Poe box. Let's go. Crate Poe Endless Legions, right? Yeah, it's the Crate Poe Endless Legions box. The Crate Poe box is so fire. And the fact that we got it, what did we get? We got it like 4 times or something? Jeez. Han Solo. Hyper Han. Yeah, like our common hyper slot just ended. We just stopped getting common hypers for some reason. The box is done. It's given us all we can get. I like, yeah, I mean, I like modded cohort quite a bit. It's actually pretty good. Hyper Ray, again. Hyper Foil. No, like, seriously. I think we just, like, I think there's a collation issue because we just stopped getting hypers in the common slot entirely in this box. Triple Dark and Hyperfoil public enemy. Woo! Exciting. Yeah, Padre Senate, my favorite deck from Star Wars CCG. It should be back. Bring it back. Gar. Yeah, I just legit don't expect to get a hypercommon anymore. Cobb Vanth, Foil Reckless, Gunslinger. Can't have collation issues with Unique. Oh, Eric. Never change. Slavers, Freighter, Cartel Turncoat. Oh, we finally got a hypercommon. Actually, I just realized that was a hypercommon. All right, they're back. They're back, baby. They were gone for a while. We got a double rare pack. Pre-Vizsla Hyper and Tarful. Foil Moment of Glory. Everyone, I want to introduce you to our final 3 packs. These are they. One of these packs contains an Endless Legion, and I'm going to guess that none of these packs contain a showcase. Sadly, though, I believe we have missed the showcase. Was it because I lost faith? Probably. May bless. Oh, yeah, we got to get that emote. We got to get that emote made. They did bring back Let the Wookiee Win. Let the Wookiee Win in Star Wars Limited is a lot less complicated than Let the Wookiee... Well, it wasn't complicated. It was just very, very niche in Star Wars CCG. Second to last pack. Well, at least he's handsome. It's Lando. Not showcase Lando, but Lando. There's the Endless Legions. We knew it was here. Our final pack is thus a total mystery. Maybe we'll just stop the stream. Let's just end the stream without opening the pack. No, we'll open it. I don't have stream luck, bro. Stream luck is not like it's not a thing for me. I mean, the crate dragons have been hot. That's been the saving grace, but no showcases tonight. No showcases, sadly, but let's take a look at our legendaries here in a sec. It makes you feel better. Foil Chewbacca and a Mandalorian armor is how we close it off. So there's a 5 legendary box. Once again, the crate Poe box with a little extra juice added on. All right. So everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's take a look at what we're walking away with here. If you just popped in, you get to see the speed run of what we got. No showcase. No showcase. 2 cases. No showcase. But maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky in our many events we're going to be running. Here's the important part. See that? See that? Okay. Hyperfoil Crate Dragon. Poe. Crate Dragon again. Poe. Hyper Poe. Here's a rule with respect. Here's a Ray. Here's a final countdown. Here's a Darksaber. Darksaber Mando Snoke. Here's a Hyper Rule with respect. Some DJ action. We got Mando. We got Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer. Or, wait, how do we say it? Silo's Kai Silencer. Silo's Kai Silencer. We got some Mando. We got some Darksaber. We got some Silos. Here's some Crate Dragons. Here's some Pose. Here's a foil Darksaber. Here are our 2 sad, lonely Kylos. I ran out of space, but I gotta figure it out in a sec. Snokies. Got some Snokies. DJ, Evacuate, Finalizer, Legions, Rule, Showdowns. And then, of course, from the content creator opening, I had another Crate Dragon. I don't have my pre-release Leggies here, but there was nothing too crazy. There was an Evacuate and a Finalizer, I think, and a Final Showdown. So, at the end of that, my content creator box plus the 2 cases, 2 play sets of Crate Dragon. This is why I can't complain about not hitting a showcase. This is why it's not valid to complain about this. This is also why it's not valid to complain. Set array. Set a tie silencer. Beautiful. Wanted that. Only 2 Kylos. I'd say the 1 regular legendary I was hoping to get the full playset of. I think I said that earlier. Missed that, unfortunately. Got the Darksabers. Not bad for value. 2 foil Mandos. Just like lots of Mandos. Got our set of Snokes. Nice also. Set of DJs. Oh, more than... We got a foil DJ too. So 4 DJs. Lots and lots of this thing. Including a Hyper. It looks cool. It's got the clones. Clones are cool. Some Final Showdowns. Some Finalizers. Including a Hyper. 2 Evacuates. I have a 3rd one from pre-release kits. 4 Rule Inspect, including a Hyper. So we had no copies of Second Chance. Let me pull this up quick. So let me go to SwooDB. What an excellent website to use for your card searching and deck building needs. SwooDB.com. Not sponsored. I just like them. Let's go to set SHD and then RL. Wait, does that not do rarity? Oh, rarity L. Okay, so we did not get Second Chance. We did not get Dryden Voss. Yeah, those are the 2 we missed. In place of getting Second Chance or Dryden Voss, we got this. Those are dubs. We take the dubs. We absolutely take the dubs here. Yeah. All right, no showcase, baby, but that's fine. That'll happen, you know? What can you do about that? What can you do about it? You open, you try, you miss. That's how it goes sometimes. As far as hyperfoils, we got the Crate Dragon. We got a couple of rares. The rares are kind of hidden. A lot of hyperfoils. Some pretty good stuff though. There are actually some pretty sweet cards in here. Hyperfoil. The Followers of the Way are really cool. Got a Bo-Katan. The Falcon looks really nice. The modded cohorts, set of those. The Spark of Hope. I was really pumped about that. No bargains for Twin Suns. Might want to play those. Be kind of fun. Cripple Authority. Also potentially a Twin Suns. Actually, might be more of a potentially a card you can play in Constructed. I'm not sure about that yet. The 2 cost is maybe doable for it, but we'll see. But yeah, that's I think that's going to do it. No showcase, so I'm free to pick whatever I want to play tomorrow. I do not have to play Finn or whoever I would have ended up getting as a showcase. And yeah, I got to throw a deck together here. I don't have the Kylo. Maybe I should... I'd find someone I can borrow a Kylo from or something, or trade for it tomorrow. To get that done if I want to build a cool Kylo deck with some Kylos in it. We'll see. Might pull up that Kylo list, try it again. Might, yeah, I don't think I have time to look at something else. I'll probably just try and modify a Kylo list and play that tomorrow. Or I could play the Rey. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I'll go figure out my life crisis on my own. But I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was chill. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you open showcases. If I didn't get one, I hope you can get one instead. It sounds like Raymond actually got all the showcases for the rest of us. So congratulations, Raymond, on your insane triple showcase box. I can't even believe that. That's so nuts. But I hope you guys enjoyed it again. Thank you so much for watching. We will have some more content. By the way, if you're a regular content follower, no content's been slow. It's because after I started the job at the LGS, life's been very busy. It's been very tough. I'm doing my best to get some content out. I will have some more out soon. But yeah, things are slow. Things are delayed. It's a little tough right now, but we're going to figure it out. So, but thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. We'll have some more live streams coming up soon. So keep an eye out for those. Love having you watching. Love having you chatting. Thank you all for tuning in. That's all good, Raymond. Thank you. Sounds good, Ryan. Actually, if I can I'll hit you up. I'll take a Kylo from you, and I'll figure out a trade that day with someone else, if that works for you. Bye, Wednesday. Bye, King. Thanks for tuning in. Adam, thanks for chatting. Eric, thanks for hanging out. Tatiana, everyone. Obsidian. Oh, man, so many people. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Those are some of those who chatted last. So, enjoy your vacation, Raymond. Enjoy it. That sounds fun. I hope you're going somewhere fun. All right. We will see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Brandon.